Oh Lord, I'm muted. Hey everybody. Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody doing well. Hey, look at yonder. Look who up in here. My buddy Brian Lynn. Brian Lynn, where you been? Now, why my great niece calling me? Hello, Zoe.
Hello, Amy.
What's
Your
good?
nieces
Hey,
are
babe.
Edith and
Hey, boo boo.
hold on, Amy. Hold on, Amy. Hold on.
Girl, I ain't got time to hold on. That little heifer. She, she hung up. She hung up. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Hey, Rosa. Hey, everybody. Y'all doing a hey, real mama. Hey, real mama. No wonder he over here. Real mama's over here. See, the only reason why, Lord, my little niece, this great one of mine, Zoe.
Yeah.
Uh huh. I know it, child. I know I got to get my butt up out of here and get to Houston, child. How y'all doing? Back at that. How y'all doing? Hey, Rosa. Hey, big movie fan. Hey, baby, big movie fan. I see you, baby. I ain't don't pay no attention. I'm coming. You know I'm coming around to you. You know I'm a little slow over here, but you know I'm coming, movie fan. Brian Lynn, I got a bone to pick with you, Brian Lynn. Brian Lynn, you want you know I was live yesterday, right? You know Real Mamas was over here yesterday, right? Where were you, Brian Lynn? Hey, it's all like Al. Hey, Andrea, where were you, Brian Lynn? Hi, Brian Lynn. Today you up in the chat. Today up in him. Just waving. Got that I see you got that presidential wave, Brian Lynn. My buddy, but you know, Brian, you know I love you, baby. You know it's good to see you. Hey, Mike. Mike. Now come out them bushes. Why you know you don't really want to be in that bushes with real mamas up in the chat. You know you don't really want to be. Oh, Brian Lynn. Hey, Brian Lynn. Hey, hey, Andrea. Hey, hey, big moving fan. Hey, Rosa. Who else up in here? Uh, Mike. You know I gotta mess with him, y'all. Y'all know I gotta mess with Brian Lynn. Brian Lynn is hilarious. Yeah, if y'all ain't never been in the chat with Brian Lynn is funny. Fun tea. But that's my buddy, and I love me some Brian Lynn. So Brian Lynn, quit acting funny around here. You know, quit that. Quit acting funny, cause before you ain't know nothing about real mamas, you was over here in my chat all the time, all the time. Now you weren't over here yesterday, but you over here today. Look at you. I see you. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Y'all know I really didn't get up here to talk about I don't want to beat y'all over the head behind vaccinations. Like I just don't. Cause really that's y'all choice. But I don't know if y'all watched the old Sleepy Joe Biden. Biden did an emergency alert, y'all. And Biden say he gonna stop people who walking around here, even if you've been vaccinated, who walking around here with no mask just because you've been vaccinated. He gonna he gonna stop people from traveling, uh-huh, and getting on them planes, uh-huh, without that mask on, uh-huh, and giving the flight attendants per help. He say have some respect for others and the flight attendants. Yeah. Then he talked about in the state of emergency, he talked about that vaccination. Here we go, y'all. He's saying, he said he recommend every employee of the school district, public school, that include the principal, the teachers, the janitorial, everybody to get vaccinated. Hey, Linda, it just went off. Maybe about 20 minutes ago. Y'all, you know, we talked about that yesterday. We talked about it last week. We talked about it week before last. He trying to make these children safe because teachers are dropping like flies. Children are coming home. The younger ones who are 11 and under, where there's no vaccination for the younger children. He said he recommends that any child that's 11 and older to be vaccinated. Now, what he finna do, y'all, in a few minutes, he finna mandate that. Regardless if y'all like it or not, either we going back on lockdown. We're gonna do one of the two. I'm doing fine, baby. Thank you, Linda, for coming into my stream, honey bun. Welcome. Time here. Welcome, welcome. Linda, how did you find out about my stream? How did you make your way over here to my live? Can you tell me, Linda? But y'all, I just watched that. Now I ain't get up here to talk about that. But just in case y'all didn't see that, that's what he getting ready to do. He want the teacher. If you working in a public school and he want the children that's 11 and up to be vaccinated, and to the younger children, because he said that them children and the staff have to be safe. They have to be safe, y'all. And everything that's been going on since school has started, people have died, smaller children have come home. He even said that um he advised parents, dumbass Joe got my email. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He was in our live and we didn't even know it, Mike. Look, Mike, he even said that he recommend the parents to buy test kits to test their children. To test. Mm-hmm. Just like you said yesterday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have? Oh, I ain't seen you. Well, girl, it's good to see you, girl. It's good to see you. Good to see you, baby. Yeah, he must have got it. Mike, cause he was on that TV talking today, baby. And he say he recommend that parents did buy the test kit. He said because that's another way that will help prevent like children getting COVID, or if they do get COVID, it won't affect them as bad. The vaccination, y'all being vaccinated don't stop y'all from getting COVID. Just like when you got vaccinated for chicken pox, the mumps, and all that stuff there, it ain't stopping you from getting the chicken pox. It didn't stop you from getting the mumps. What it did, it just didn't affect you as bad. But y'all, this ought to tell y'all that um those schools somehow are not are missing it. You understand? And with me being knowing the school and working for the school, let me tell you, them night monitors, child, they got a certain time to get them, and they have so many classrooms to clean. They have a certain time to get them classrooms clean. Now, just think, do y'all really think that they going far and beyond cleaning those classrooms at night? Hey, Derek, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Do y'all think that they going far and beyond cleaning those, sanitizing those classrooms, um, like they supposed to be done? Do y'all believe that? Because I'm not in the school. I don't even have grandchildren yet. To say, well, to go and see, how um they are, because companies can come in and just spray sanitize the school, and be done. But do y'all honestly think the school is going to pay for that? Because again, that's taxpayers money. We talking about taxpayers money. We talking about public school now. Y'all hear me? Hey, D says, hey, honey bun, how you doing, sweetheart? Y'all, I, yeah, maybe you should, cause you sure called it yesterday, Mike. You sure did. You surely said that they should test every 10 days and get look at what they're getting ready to do. I might they trying to control it. They trying to contain it because children are getting sick. Children are testing positive. Staff is testing positive, y'all. So, you know, y'all, if we got to contain this thing some kind of way, we just do, because if we don't, we'll never get anywhere. We'll never get anywhere. You understand? If you're not gonna get vaccinated, fine. That's your right. But y'all, think about it. Think about you parents that have children. Think about it. You gotta make sure that, like, if my sons was teenagers, I would make sure, even though if they didn't want to get vaccinated, then it's my job to make sure that they're safe, right? Hey, DOD, hey, baby, DOD. I've been missing you, baby, but I got you. DOD, I was supposed to uh um. Can you be up on the? Can you be with us next Wednesday on the round table? Eh. But DOD, I was doing other things. My eyeballs was glued to my eyelids for a couple of days. That ain't that what you told me, Mike? What you told me yesterday about my eyelids? My eyelids was glued to my eyeballs was glued to my to my eyelids. Can you join us next week? Next Wednesday, boo. We didn't do it yesterday, but Andrea still came up here and talked, because Andrea passionate about um vaccinations and what's going on, because she got you know um Andrea still in here. I'm gonna drop the link. If she's still in here, she can come up here. Uh y'all know Andrea got small children. Andrea is a foster parent. So she got young children. So she was up here and she was saying what she the regimen she does. Her children are only in her vehicle. So what she does, when the children get out of school, she spray them down with Lysol, spray their backpacks down and everything. She sprays her car down. That's her regimen. And it's been working for her so far. Unfortunately, we have others that haven't been so lucky. Um, um, Real Mamas in here. Yeah, I dropped the link. If Real Mamas, if you want to come up here and talk, you can. Um, I know Andrea up in here. Andrea don't mind hitting no link, child. Kicking it with Harold. Let's see what you say, Derry. What do you say? What's the PCR? Wait a minute, now, hold on, Derry. Now you gotta talk to me in English, baby, in English form. Now that abbreviation, what the PCR test confirmed to yield over 90% false positive results. The CDC even admitted to this months ago, Oh, okay. You mean the COVID testing, the home COVID test that they can buy at home. And he say he gonna that they gonna continue to give the free vaccination, but he would advise every parent of a child that's in public school to buy the COVID. All right, it's on Wednesday at 2 o'clock now. Now I know you is me and you in the same time zone because I'm West Coast DOD. Boy, I can't even pronounce that. You see how I'm looking at that word, don't you? Poly, Moranza, chain. But also, let me tell y'all this though. Let me tell y'all this. Now y'all know my daughter-in-law is a nurse. Uh-huh. She a nurse in Texas. Mhm. The hospital my daughter-in-law work at, there. Now listen to this there. The hospital my daughter-in-law work at is St. Luke. Oh, me and you on the same time. Okay, it's the same time zone. Okay, baby love. Um, me, uh, my daughter-in-law, my brother, my son told me yesterday that, and I wonder why my daughter-in-law was working. Cause she been working a lot of overtime and she been working on her days off. So my son said, I say, well, where Brit? He said, Mama, she at work. She been like she ain't really been off. And I'm like, what going on? He said, now listen to this, y'all. What you say? I don't want that thing. I don't want it either, boo. Harold, I'm right with you. I don't want that thing either. Uh, but he he told me yesterday. He say that St. Luke's. Now St. Luke's and Texas Children is connected together, y'all. You could go in through Texas Children and go over to St. Luke's, cross over to St. Luke because they connected together in downtown Houston. My daughter-in-law Derek, my son told me yesterday that every floor in St. Luke's is a COVID floor. You hear me? Now that's where I had my church in St. Luke. And every floor is that. He say, Mama, almost every floor in St. Luke's is a COVID floor. The school that closed down, I ain't come to talk about this. I came to for y'all to meet and greet and drop y'all links and mingle with one another. But I'm gonna say this, I'm done. Texas is bad. It's bad in Texas. Just want y'all to know that COVID is horrible in Texas. And the school that they closed was in Waco, Texas. The whole district shut down. Okay. Uh y'all, that got these babies. We had the debate yesterday that everybody can't homeschool their children. You got people that gotta work. Everybody don't have that privilege. And it's a shame that it's almost like you sending your child into a killing field. Like you don't know if they're gonna come back and not have that virus because we all know it's asymptomatic and that's how that stuff spread. Y'all, I don't want to go down. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go on another lockdown. I don't want parents to. Can you imagine parents trying to figure out what they're gonna do with their children because they have to work? They have to work. They have to work. They have a single mother with children have to work. That's terrifying to know they got to send their child out there and they don't know how their child gonna come back. Even if they got to ride the bus. You might be clean, but you don't know where that child coming from. See, all right. The jab is failing. I agree with you, Derek. I let everybody. I don't think any of us are wrong or off. You know, I just think that it got to be a better way. Like y'all, it just do. And I don't know if it have to start with us and making sure our children are not socializing, but damn, little bitty children, they need they need to know how to socialize. We ain't equipped to be inside. You don't have no sun. You know what happened when you can't go and get a breath of fresh air? Like you can't let that sun beam down on your face. You know what happened? You know what happened when it rained and it's an overcast for days? You know what it does to your mood? Like that causes you to be depressed. That causes anxiety. You know why? Because you need the sun. You need the sun. The sun is healthy for you. Look, that's where you get your vitamin D from. If you really want to, if we really want to be technical, that's actually where you get vitamin D from. The sun. The sun. We shouldn't be taking vitamins, such as myself, a vitamin D, because I'm photosensitive to the sun. You all that are not, you should be able to be out in the sun and get that natural vitamin D because you need that. That's healthy for the body. For the body. Yeah, just type purple. Night, y'all on it. Night by the drop your link. Drop your link. And if anybody want to come up here and say anything, you have been in Australia, where's that? It's so many days without sun. Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, Derek. Lockdown on steroids. Folks complain and still sick on lockdown. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what, like, I don't know what the next couple of days gonna bring. Like, I don't know what next week is gonna bring because we literally said that. Mike said that he if you don't want to get jabbed, then they should, hey Derek, they should test the children or or the staff be tested every 10 days to make sure they don't have COVID. I kind of agree with that because that kind of makes sense. But you were saying what, Derek, about the testing?
Yeah. Shout out and respect due to Purple Paisley. How you, young lady?
I'm doing fine, baby. How you doing?
Still chilling. Yeah, no, it's pronounced a polymerase chain reaction test.
Mm-hmm.
The inventor of it was a man. He won a Nobel Prize for that thing. His name is Kerry Mullis,
Mm-hmm.
and he all but called Anthony Fauci an idiot. He wanted to debate this guy many times because he was saying that you cannot. They've taken his test and perverted it. And he said before he mysteriously died in 2019, this stuff is well known. It's all over the internet. That he said that you cannot take this PCR test to diagnose anything, but you having people saying that they got cases of this virus, and then they've changed the definition of a case. Anybody in healthcare knows this. A case is when you are actually hospitalized, not because you took a test, but they've been adding the fact that if you test positive, that's a case. Wrong. As a matter of fact, I think I sent it to Hot in Cali about a month ago. A county in California had to go back and revise their death records because, come to find out, 25% of the people that they said died of this thing actually didn't. They died of everything else, but the numbers got padded up. And so if you one of these people, and if you one of these people that watch CNN all the time, all you see in the right-hand corner, only thing you see in the right-hand corner is the cases and the death count. They never once told us how many people who recovered. It was always death. And now they jumped on this thing called ivermectin. Come to find out, I've been all I do is research. In 2019, the CDC admitted it was an essential medicine, but now they saying now they trying to down it. So you got a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. I can't say what's knocking people off. Only thing I know is that they've done this thing to scare people to take this jab. And the problem with the jab is that now you're starting to see people get this so-called Delta. Well, here, I got a question for you. Purple, do they have a test for Delta?
No, they don't. No,
exactly. No. But that's what they're saying. So how do you actually know it's Delta?
Well,
so it's a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, well, just
it's a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. Just straight up and down.
Just last week they came out with another strand.
Yeah, so it's the Lambda. Yeah, Lambda, Epsilon. We got yeah. So how do you test for that? You can't. But that's what they're saying. But you got so many people scared. I heard you say something about sanitizing. Well, I'm sure you've heard of bacteria resistant strands of things like that. You know, they antibiotic resistant. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we over sanitize everything. And so when you spray everything down, after a while, the viruses mutate, and that's exactly what's going on with this thing here. But the problem with over sanitizing everything is that all those harsh chemicals, these kids are going to touch when they sit down, when they touch their tables, all this type of stuff. So they got you coming and going. And so for myself, everything I tell you, I tell my daughter, because we won't be living in no fear. The mask proven not to work. They don't help. They offer no benefit whatsoever, but people are still masking. Remember, they were saying 14 days to stop the spread, and look where we at now. No. So that's pretty much all I want to say. Like all this stuff is smoke and mirrors, man. The vaccine failing, the mask don't work, social distancing is some bullshit. Cause just like what you said a second ago, we are made to commune, but now here we are on these Zoom meetings. You know, we here on these Zoom meetings, StreamYards and all this old nonsense. No, I'm supposed to be able to shake Purple Paisley's hand, and she supposed to shake mine. No. No, all this is filthy. All this is dirty. All this nonsense, man. It's actually funny. And so myself, I don't look at CNN at all, because only thing they do is propagandize. Because now they're starting to talk about climate change. They're gonna get away from this, And now they're gonna start talking about, the sky's falling. It's all this so crazy stuff. So
yeah, it's crazy because you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. But
the thing is,
what I'm not getting, you allow now. This is what's scary.
They trying to turn everything.
But what's upsetting me is the children. Here we are.
Well,
Back in public school.
Well, they done. Purple. They done. I'm telling you now. In my opinion, if a child is 3 years old, they are scared to be outside. They're scared to be around other kids because they gonna kill somebody. A teacher in Oklahoma said that this kid should not go back to school because they murdering people. They gone. So this generation of kids here, you can forget them. It's a wrap for them. It's a wrap for them.
Look, I understand parents' fear. I've been in the school system. I've seen little children. Little children are happy when they're able to see their friends. So they are. What's the first thing they do? They run and touch and hug on each other.
As they should.
Stop that. You can't stop that. So I feel for the parents because of the children.
You heard about the little 9-year-old in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
The substitute teacher taped the mask on the child.
Did you hear about the child that were ziplocked to his chair? Pitiful.
And so, like I said, these kids, the kids that are born in 2017, that means they 4 today. They gone. They're gone. So that's a whole generation they done knocked off, in my opinion. Now my daughter, she'll be 17 in November. Damaris don't talk like that. Damaris is like her daddy, and I'm glad she is. We don't social distance. We don't mask. Wherever we can get over, we push back. She has a good heaping helping of that, because they, like I said, they're trying to turn kids on. They're trying to turn logic on his head. We are made to be together, but they separating everybody, and they separating us on something that most 99.98% of people recover from. I did a live, and Hidden Cali was moderating for me that day. I read Merck's press release, the pharmaceutical, like Pfizer, Moderna, and all them. Merck said themselves it was actually better for you to catch this thing, recover, build immunity, and move on. But see, they're not saying that now. They saying the only way out this thing is to get shot up. No. That dog don't hunt.
And my thing is, listening to him and he talk about the school, those children as adults at risk. So the school is basically ran by the government. You can make changes in that school. If they have to come, like you say, it's so much you could do, sanitizing everything. But that don't mean anything, because we still see children coming home with COVID.
And to your point.
And then another thing, Derek, that people, we all know that they get money about how many cases they say of COVID. They getting their kickback.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how it operates. But my whole thing is, why do these children that way? These young babies that way? If they really need to get off that bullshit and like Andrea them say, and do something different for these children.
Well, they don't want to, Purple, because if they really was about the children, they would. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, based off what I've been researching, they want to wreck society, and they want to start with the children. What better way to do it than to scare the shit out of them now, make them scared of their own shadows, make them not want to commune with their fellow man. If they really was about change, And I hear everybody saying, well, why don't the government do something? They don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything. They don't care about you at all. And so it takes you as an individual parent to educate yourself and to know how they operate so you can educate your kids. Because my daughter goes to school, but she ain't like them.
Yeah.
She ain't nothing like the average student.
Yeah. So my thing is, I feel like the parents nowadays, right now, today, our hands are tied.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Who want to send their child out into the lion's den?
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, you laid down and had them. It's on you. Now, how you do it, I can't answer that. I can only speak for Derek Williams and his child. In my opinion, it's on the parent themselves. You have to do that legwork if you love your child. They still can go to these public schools, but they ain't got to be. They don't have to. The best way I can say it is this: or you go there for reading, writing, and arithmetic. Anything else, they're trying to propagandize, and that's on you to make sure you debrief your children.
Yeah.
Yes, the marriage has to wear a mask. Yes, my daughter has to wear a mask, but it's how she wear it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think
you feel me.
All of that has to start at home, but
yeah,
just like Q's cars and barbecue, Mike said yesterday that they really should. Our children should be tested every 10 days. Every 10 days, because they going out into a public setting, and just like little children do, they active. They want to play. They feel free. They have no knowledge of what's really going on in the world. So even if we telling our 5-year-old you have to wear the mask, then we're gonna put fear in them, and they're not gonna want to go. So
understood.
It got to be like, this shit gotta get better. Like,
all
these teachers and counselors have passed because school opened back up, and it's not gonna get any better.
Well, I would say this to the person that made that comment. I just said a few minutes ago that the PCR test is flawed. 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get a false positive. So even if you test every 10 days, what are you saying? That it means the inventor of the test said it's no good. And so the only thing that I know that they do to test is the PCR, where they put the swab down your nose. That's the only one I'm aware of. And that always yields it all this is well known. The PCR test ain't hitting on nothing. So the test 10 days, like I don't understand that.
This PC test, is that the one they're selling in the store?
That I can't speak to. Only thing I know is that the way they've been so-called quote diagnosing this thing is through the polymerase chain reaction test, the PCR test. Once again, I'm gonna go back to Hot and Cali. She moderated for me, so she know all this stuff. She knows all this because I sent her a lot of stuff.
She was in here earlier. She's still in here.
Well, I don't know now. I'm just saying, like, when I was able to go live, she knows all this, and I sent her links and all this. She knows it. Now, whether you choose to believe it or not, that's another matter. But Erica Badu, who's from Dallas, took the test. She was positive in one nostril, negative in another one. Tesla Motors founder, the founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, took 4 tests in one day. 2 positive, 2 negative. So how you figure? So when you tell me that somebody should test every 10 days, and I just said that the inventor said the thing ain't no good, and it yields a 9 out of 10 false positive, what good is testing?
Well,
all this stuff is well known. So I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I'm actually coming home.
I love when you come up here and speak, and drop knowledge here, because it makes not just me, but it makes other people think as well. But again, this is not a day that I wanted to talk about
Well, purple, it's the only game in town. That's the whole world is talking about this. So I understand if you break away. I mean, this is stuff that I was going live every Saturday talking about this here, and now everyone is talking about. I mean, this the only thing in town, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so,
that's
so,
because public school is in and children are coming home with COVID.
well, and I was just gonna say a second ago, ma'am, I can't speak to what they got. I don't know about why these people are dropping. I don't know none of that. Only thing I can tell you for fact is that they've used this thing to herd people into taking the shot, and now the shot is failing. Israel is everybody in Israel is jabbed up. Everybody in Australia is jabbed up. Everybody in Iceland is jabbed up. All these countries overseas, most of them are like 70 to 80% fully shot up, but they still getting sick. So what does that tell you? The vaccine ain't no damn good.
Yeah,
but take it nonetheless. And now they want the booster. They want you to take a booster. So
they get ready for a booster.
So by definition,
the booster is already available.
Wait, say again.
I'm not mistaken. I think the boost is already available
by September 20th.
Yeah.
But by definition, that means that the two that they gave you that you said you're going to be fully vaccinated on, they not working. And I put in your chat a few minutes ago, Pfizer and everybody, Pfizer been sued out the ass. They as corrupt as they come. Well, anyway, now they working on trials to have a pill to go along with the shot. Look into it for yourself. This is never going to stop. This is never going to stop. So if you think you're going to go on a trip because you're fully vaccinated because you got 2 shots, wrong. You got to take this booster. And then on top of that, if they approve, which they did actually, well, that's a whole nother story. They actually did not approve this thing. I know what you heard, but it's another one that they got. But now they want you to take a pill to go along with the 2 shots in the booster you got. This ain't gonna never stop. This ain't gonna never stop. So, appreciate you. Okay.
For the parents to have school age children, that's really what I hate. And then, again, even they're unprotected. Even if the parent wanted to get their children a shot, the only ones can get the shot are the ones that are 12 and above.
Well, why is that?
The youngest one.
Why can't babies get it? I mean, what's the cutoff? And why 11? I mean, see, like I said, they put this stuff out and nobody's stopping to think like, well, if this thing is so deadly, shouldn't babies get it? Why wouldn't you give it to a child? Unless they know something we don't. That's all. So I'm gonna go and drop back down and thank you for having me.
All right, you take care. Thank you for coming up.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Let me see who I got in my room. Thank you, Derek, baby. Let me see who I got in my room. I seen people coming. Hey, Fugal Mama. Talk about Texas governor restricting abortion. Lord, Texas always got something going on. Hey, Fugal Mama, how you doing, baby? Good to see you. Real Mama's in here. I see Real Mama. Hey, Real Mamas. Hard-headed Reloaded. Hey, Hard-headed Reloaded. What type of puppy did you get? Who got? Oh, you talking to Rosa, Lord. I get nervous every time I take my baby to school and pick her up. But I hold on to God unchanging hand. It was unhealthy keeping my baby home from school. She needs to socialize. Yeah, our young children do. It just because if they don't learn social skill, what happens is it becomes difficult for them when by the time they get to like 2nd or 3rd grade. You know, it does. I've seen it being in the school. Okay, now, y'all, this ain't I didn't want to talk about vaccinations, Lord. That ain't what I got up here for. I got up here so y'all can drop links and we can have fun. Fun. Drop links, meet one another, connect with one another. People that you do not have, you know, DOD, DOD, what DOD say? Let me go right down here, cause I was missing comments, listening, talking to Derek. Let me see what DOD say. What DOD say, child? Did I miss it? Let me go back over here. Let me scroll back up here. Let me stroll. DOD, what you said? Well, get off my phone, child. Time for y'all. Nah, I told y'all. Who is Hardhead Reloaded? Who are you? Where you come from? Hey, Miss Goody Two Shoe. Hey, baby, where you been? You been all right? Girl, I've been missing you, baby. Y'all know I ain't got good sense. I ain't got the good sense the Lord gave me, Jesus. Yeah, all y'all have to do is type purple. Type purple in the chat. And when you type purple in the chat, Nightbot automatically drop your link. But you got to type it in all lowercase letters, okay? And anybody in here you do not have, y'all can. Yeah, if y'all don't have me, y'all better make sure y'all subscribe to me now. Don't be coming up in here. I know a lot of y'all already subscribed to me. Subscribe. Y'all already subscribed to me. A lot of y'all already is. Oh, okay. All right, baby. DOD say he's gonna be with me Wednesday. Y'all don't forget next Wednesday is the round table at 2:00. You know, we don't do it no more on Tuesday. We're doing it on Wednesday. On Wednesday. Figure Mama, you doing all right, baby? It's good to see you. Okay. Hard-headed, do I know you? Well, everybody call me Auntie, Lord. Oh, that's Nicole. Yeah, hey. Shit. Hey, you come up in here with that name. Hey, Nicole Reloaded. You will, real mamas? Okay, baby. You doing all right? How the children doing? How the children doing? Oh, they doing all right. Nicole still in here? That's a second channel. What? What? Did y'all share? Share. Y'all don't forget to share. Share me out so more people can come in here. Oh, that's Nicole's second channel. Okay, well, y'all go ahead and subscribe to Nicole. Nicole been with me ever since I started my channel. Y'all know I get people like that over here. They my old folks somehow strolled up through here to see if I'm still over here perky. And I'm still perky. I'm still perky. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good, real mamas. Uh, cause I was thinking about the baby. You know, y'all thank y'all for the share. Thank you, real mamas, for the share. I appreciate you, baby. Yeah, I want y'all see what I said. I got you're invited to the ghetto meet and greet. Ghetto meet and greet. I just thought that was funny. But oh Lord, I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, I can't wait. I want to go see Aretha Franklin with Jennifer Holliday. That Jennifer Holliday can sing. They sang. They picked the right person to play Aretha because she definitely has the voice for it. Okay. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Oh, you see your link, Brian Lynn? Yeah, Nightbot drops it even when you ain't even over here. Even when you ain't over here. But Real Mamas was over here yesterday. I just wanted to let you know that, Brian. Yeah, yeah. I just think that like for me, if and I had younger children, I would definitely be that would um I don't know what I would do, to be honest with you. You know, I really don't. I don't know what I would do. But if I had grandchildren, most definitely they wouldn't go to school. I homeschool them. They'll be up in here with me. Hmm. I just wouldn't jeopardize um my grandchild's life. Like I just wouldn't do it, but I understand working parents who work and who have to work, who not able to, even if you work from home and you homeschooling, that's still difficult. That's difficult to do, you know, because you the teacher, you the you the nurse, you the counselor, you the principal, you the PE teacher, you the what else? The cafeteria lady. You all that, every bit of it. So and then you the janitor, because you gotta clean up the mess when they done. So I I feel bad. My heart go out to parents that have small children, period. In this crazy stuff we got going on. It's crazy. And like I say, to hear my son say that the hospital, my daughter-in-law worked for St. Louis, and to hear that every floor is a COVID floor, that's something, y'all. So, that 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 don't sit well with me, cause my daughter-in-law out there, she one of the essential workers on the front line, you know, and and I wondered why she was always, cause knowing that she be off, she worked 3 or 4 days and she off 2 or 3 days, and so but every time I talk to my son, she at work. Oh, she working overtime. Oh, and that's just been happening like the last the last couple of weeks. Cause she normally be at home. Yeah. It's up to the youngsters now. Yeah. Um she if you had help, you could stay home with your child, with your children. Yeah. When you're a single parent and it's not that easy, protect your children. This uh 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 Real mama saying this here. Protect your children or lose your house. Hard decisions. We are between a rock and a hard spot. That's correct. That's correct. So my heart go out to parents like real mamas, fugal mama. You know, they got little bitty children. You know, school age children, and that's I can only imagine how they feel. You know, each day that that child leave their house. You know, and they pray that that child come back in one piece and healthy, just like they left there. You know, it's just so much, y'all, and it's difficult for parents. That's hard and difficult for anybody, you know. So I'm praying for y'all, you know. I just am, you know, cause it's that's not that has to be difficult. Hey, Karma, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. There you go, um, real mamas. Good to see you too, Karma. Um, uh, anybody know where Silverback at? Anybody? Anybody know how Silverback doing? I got to check on my buddy. What? Anybody know about how Silverback doing? Cause this ain't like him to miss my live. This you done missed two of my lives. Ooh, anybody know how Silverback doing? Come on, Mike. Y'all know how Silverback doing? Is he doing okay? Is he all right? I was in his live, not this past. He wasn't live this Saturday. It was the other Saturday. He was live, and I was getting ready to drop down, but I had a phone call, and I say, "Who he over there cussing out?" Just by the title, just by the title. So I heard him say he was feeling bad. That's the farthest I got. So um oh, you think he good? Oh, okay. All right. I'm kind of worried about him. That's all right. I know how to get hold to him. Oh, he is Brian. He okay? All right. Cause that ain't like him. Oh yeah, that ain't like Big Daddy. Big Daddy normally be up in my stream. So not to see him for I ain't seen him in I ain't seen him. He went in here yesterday, nor was he in here. Uh, Real mamas, I dropped the link for you, baby. Now, she told me to drop the link. Did it drop? Y'all see the link in the chat? Let's see. She told me to drop the link. Oh, there it is. That I hope everybody been doing all right though. I hope everybody's, you know, staying healthy, staying safe. I'll be out there doing the wild thing. Y'all remember that song Wild Thing? Y'all be doing the wild thing now. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. You say, hold on, the kids. All right. I don't know where Andrea went because she was up in here. She was up in here. Yep. Thank you, Brian, for dropping the link to stream, y'all. Brian. Thank you, Brian. Brian, my sweetheart. Brian, you been over there on TikTok? All I see over there on TikTok is heavyset women with their butt out. I be trying to look for me some recipes, some good cooking recipes, but child, I see so I say, Lord, is this a prostitution app? Is this a naked app? They going wild over there on TikTok. They doing over there on TikTok. They do stuff over there that they can't do on YouTube. YouTube be to snatch your channel down so fast before you could even get a view, it be gone. I say, oh, no wonder Brian like it over here on TikTok. Yeah, I went and checked it out. Yeah, I did, Brian. I sure did. Hey, Lord have mercy. All these big old women. Brian said, yes. Hey, Stacy, baby. How you doing, Stacy? You doing all right, baby? I hope all is well with you and your brother. I hope he having a better day than he did yesterday. I had sent you a message on my community while I sent it directly to you, Stacy, to try to, give y'all a little hope, a little prayer, just a little word of encouragement. You understand? It, you know, it it's hard, when you have death and you lose your parents. Difficult, and you you never get over them being gone. What happens is that you just adjust to them not being here. But you don't never get over that. You'll never get over that. You just adjust, you just to it. But the grieving part is always there. I could tell you that, baby. By all the people I done lost. And this month is my husband's birthday. This month is his birthday. On the 16th is his birthday. And normally, me and my boys, we normally go out to dinner, you know, and celebrate his birthday that way. Um, we've been doing that since he's been gone, and it's been 11, 12, 11 or 12 years, child. I stopped counting. But you never get over um that death like that. You just learn to adjust with them not being here anymore. But the grieving part still be there. So, I understand when you said your brother was having a breakdown, yesterday. Um, that's hard, because some days you good and then all of a sudden it come out of nowhere. I've had days like that. I had many days like that. So, you know, I hope that you guys hang in now and just be encouraged. Just know that, you know, one person told me that just remember the good times, the fun times, the memories. Um, that helps a whole lot. And then talking about it helps too. Because for a long time, me and my children didn't really talk about their father after he passed, you know. And someone told me that's not good, that y'all should sit down and talk about, you know, um, my husband and him not being here, you know. And we did, I think that it, you could hear them talk about, you know, how they feel and how they miss their father. But yeah, and then crying, like I said before, crying, it heals that when you're hurting, that heals that wound, So never think that, oh, I don't feel like crying today. Now you might as well go and let it go, because that's is healing in that in your tears. So I hope that you guys be okay and know that that's y'all guardian angel, that she watching over y'all every day and every night. Yeah, it comes in waves. Yeah, and you don't and sometimes it come out of nowhere, you know. Yeah, yeah. Well, take your time. Take your time, Stacy. Um, take even with your brother, y'all take y'all time, because that is still fresh, you know, even for me, you know, it I can remember it like it was yesterday. You understand? So, oh, there go real mama. Lord, child, I'm just talking, ain't paying attention. You sitting
Keep,
down
keep
yonder.
on talking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, the kids had me running around. I was listening to you, and
Mhm.
what you're saying, somebody needs to hear. So keep on talking.
Yeah, I don't like it that the babies. I feel like the babies, the children are being set up. Like I really do, with them going back to school. You
Mhm.
understand? I know that a lot of parents, such as yourself, have to depend on the school to make sure that them children are safe. And that's what Joe Biden was talking about today on the alert that he did, that I watched. He was saying that every teacher, every staff needs to be vaccinated if
Right.
they're working in public school.
When you are a single parent, and and I was gonna actually go live and talk about it today. Um,
Hmm.
we caught in between a rock and a hard place.
You
Yes, we
are.
want to protect our children, but
Hmm.
we also have to provide for our children as well.
Hmm.
And it's not that we're using the school system or like to babysit our kids, because there are parents out there that do that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm speaking on behalf of the parents that if I could homeschool my kids, I would. But I don't have the support in place. And there's a
Hmm.
lot of single parents out there, men and women. We don't have the support in place to help us if we decide to make that decision.
Hmm.
Because for us, it's we want to protect our children, but we got to provide a home. We don't want to protect our children, but we got to feed them. We want to protect our children, but we have to we want to be able to clothe them and pay for their extracurricular activities. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of we carry When you are a single parent, you carry
A lot of
100% of the financial burden. Some people have help. Like some single parents have the other parent of the child is able to come into the home, is able to help and pick up the slack where they couldn't. So like, you know, but when you're by yourself and you're doing it, it's not that easy. And society, and it's not enough. It's not enough for me. I feel like if we decide to make that decision to stay home and homeschool our children, and because that's the way we feel like we have to protect our children, who is going to support us in that endeavor? Who, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but this cash that they're rolling out to parents, that a lot of that is not even enough to cover somebody's full rent, full mortgage, to cover a car note, to cover all the necessities, all the things that you would need. That's chump change. I'm sorry, compared to what we have to pay and deal with on a daily. So that's my only thing. So yeah, I do get tired of like the argument, like a lot of people. Case in point, you know, I respect to Derek C. Williams, but we differ on a lot of things, and that's why I said in this instance, all of us are in the same boat. We're damned if we do, and we damned if we don't. And I said that in the chat, and you kind of reconfirm that, because people, if you vaccinated or you unvaccinated, people still out here dying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not laughing at the fact. I'm just laughing at the hypocrisy of it all. People are still out here dying. Their health is still at risk. It's like, what do you do? Which way do you go? Because if you go left, you're gonna get this. You run into the same thing. You go right, you're gonna run into the same thing. And then when you have children, it's all compounded together. So me, I made the choice to get fully vaccinated because I feel like, okay, it's not, they're making this political. This is not political. This is about a public health crisis we're going through right now. To me, it's not political. To me, I worked in the healthcare field. So we have to get vaccinated. It's like a common practice for us to get vaccinated. We have to get blacks vaccinated for the flu, you know, different other different vaccinations we have to get. So I feel like, okay, you taking a chance, you take the flu shot because you can still get the flu. And the flu shot, you know what I'm saying? This is not supposed to cure it. It's only supposed to lessen the symptoms if you get it. And there's so much misinformation that's going on out here. I'm just getting sick of it. You know how you just get tired because it's like you're overstimulated, and it's the same thing. And then everybody at each other's throats. Either they're against it or they're for it. Right. And me, I'm a firm believer in freedom of choice, but I'm looking at it from this perspective. I'm looking at what's the best route for me to protect myself and my children while I'm out here navigating these streets. Right. So for me, I got vaccinated. And for me, in my experience, I've had a child that's had COVID. And they didn't catch it from home. They caught it because they went to school. Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell that. I said no. I'm gonna share it because people, because you know, a lot of people are just, I don't know. I just feel like I need to share it. I had my youngest baby got diagnosed. We all were under quarantine in this house. You know what I'm saying? So this is my reality. My child, I felt like I had no choice but to send them back to school. I didn't feel like I had any choice in the matter because they were not offering homeschooling options, period. If your child was able to go back, they wanted your child back. When the children went back to school, I found out just from riding public transportation, it was 3 kids to a seat on the bus. How am I supposed to protect my child in that way? How are you supposed, anybody as a parent supposed to protect their child in that way? When you come home and your children tell you, bus drivers, it's a shortage of bus drivers here in Virginia. So all these kids getting packed up on the bus. Here we're in COVID where we're supposed to be doing a social distance thing, but you got kids on the bus 3 to a seat.
Packed in like sardines.
And now my baby comes home and he's got it. He not only had that, but he had strep throat on top of that, because now this is a time of year, if you're a parent, all these ailments that your children usually run into, like the flu, like strep, this is a time of year it starts coming around. So now we're not only having to deal with that, we're having to deal with COVID as well. And the fact that our child can catch it multiple times. And, and I also work in a profession to where I was exposed by a child who had it as well. And by the grace of God, I didn't catch it. And my son, and I was in the house with my son and tested negative.
I said that can be very scary for you, knowing that, because you're a single parent. And again, you don't have that structure where is that I can go to work, and if my child get ill, I got somebody that could sit here and see after my children.
Right, and take it, because nobody who's gonna come in there and help you when they're scared. They don't want to catch COVID. They're not gonna come in the house, and family members, whoever, they're not gonna come in the house and help you.
Yeah, so
you're supposed to be on quarantine. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of understand, because just yesterday, Fugle Mom said that her baby, her oldest son had it, but his came in a rash back in January. But her youngest has a cold, and he's out from daycare. So when I hear that, I'm like, golly, that all that, like, Mom, I'm a parent. I just don't have small children. But to hear that, I could just imagine the fear that you all have and the frustration on what am I going to do next, because my child can't keep getting sick and coming home.
And the anxiety and worry you feel when your child steps out the house onto a bus.
And onto that bus, like,
and even if you're taking them to school, they're taking precautions at school. But it's like, for where I live at, the high school, the middle school, and the elementary school all ride the same bus. So whenever there's a case, any type of case that appears, and they call the parents, they having to quarantine whole busloads of kids. They're having to pull all the kids that's in the classroom out. And that's been happening here. It's been on a rise here. It's been happening here. And of course, like I said, if you're a single parent, your resources are limited. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Like, what do you do?
Exactly. And I said, well, she has to work. She has to put food on the table. She have to pay bills. Like really, you can't not, like that got to be frustrating. That got to be some kind of worry and fear within y'all, Fugle Mama and you, because that's devastating to know that if I don't know if my child gonna come back in one piece, or is he gonna come back like he left? You understand?
Yeah.
How, like, as a parent, that has to be the worst thing. That's scary.
It is. It's And people are not, it's everybody's touching on the COVID-19 situation, but nobody's touching on the different groups of people and basically what the struggles that they're having. That's why on my channel, I started talking about it. I started talking more so, about basically what we were going through. And also another thing people are not talking about. What's not being talked about is the fact that you have parents like me, like when my child even showed any signs of symptoms, I pulled them from school. Not just my child, but I pulled all my children out of school. And I went and got them tested. And I wouldn't send them back to school until I knew the results of the test. When you have parents out here that are basically still sending their kids to school and only pulling them out of school if the test is positive. So that's also contributing to the spread of this as well. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it.
That's crazy. Again, I don't know how y'all do it because and it should be talked about. Now people don't even want to say if they have COVID, but you keeping that, holding that and not giving that information out, I think that's a hindrance to other people who might need the knowledge of you having COVID, because we all know that affects everyone differently. Like, I didn't know that COVID came in a rash. Bugle Mama's son had a rash that they call the COVID rash.
Yeah.
Back in January.
My son only had the cough. He only had the cough and he had slight fever, and that was it. Wow. And I was surprised when she told me. I thought for sure. I said, this is strep throat. I'm used to it. This ain't my first rodeo. And so I wasn't worried. So when she told me it was COVID, I looked at her like, what? Because strep throat presents almost similar symptoms as COVID. So yeah, I was shocked. I was real shocked. I was like, oh, wow. That threw me for a loop. So then I had to figure out how to deal with. And he wasn't the only one that was sick. He was the only one who had COVID, but the rest of my children caught strep throat. So I had to take care of 4 sick kids.
Yeah.
While working from home, and I take calls over the phone. Do you know how hard it is to keep sick children quiet for 8 straight hours? While you know that's difficult in itself. It's stressful. And then on top of that, you being a single parent, you feel like you can't give them the level of care that they need because you got to provide too. It's a lot. Excuse me.
Yeah, I can imagine because I told Andrea, I say, she's frustrated. She has fear. What she don't know how she's gonna send her children back to school. Like what on that bus? Like that's a lot. And then then I thought about the new job. I said, well, she's trying to learn a new job, and that on top of that is a whole nother issue. Because she's trying to learn this new position that she has, and then she got all these sick babies. I talked about it because I understand that gotta be like that. Really gotta be hectic,
right?
To do that.
And see, like right now, as we speak, I'm waiting for my youngest, my daughter started presenting symptoms, and now I'm waiting for her test to get back. And so now all my kids are out of school again. Wow. So, y'all, it's ongoing, but I just kind of wanted to get up here and show my support because I'll be watching you from the bushes, even if I can't drop down. It's been so much going on, and I haven't even been on my channel. I got on there maybe not too long ago to express how I was feeling, the frustration and what I was going through. And I hardly ever, come on camera. Like,
yeah. It's good to see you, girl.
I like to do
Yeah,
uploads.
you know, people really love to see when you
um,
when you cam up. I don't know what it is with, you know, I guess it's the same thing as people with mukbanging and
mhm.
that SMR, you know, I guess people really get to know you when they literally can see you. You know, they I guess they feel I'm gonna talk about me. I love going into people live stream. And if I see you and I enjoy your stream, then I'm always be in your live because I'll be able to see you. You know, and
Right.
every now and then, if you behind the avatar, that's cool. I'm gonna be there
Andrea,
anyway.
she working
I
on
enjoy the
me.
content. You
Andrea's
understand?
working on me, because I
But
just, like I said, I'm used to doing my creative. I use my voice a lot in a lot of my
yeah,
work. So
what
I'm not the type.
what I said
Thank
last
you,
night,
Sugar
I said,
Mama boys. I
you
appreciate
know,
that.
I said last night that I said, you know, um, um, me and Andrea was talking, and I was telling her, I said, "You're not the only one. Real Mama's really got a gift underneath her belt. Like I really wish she would expound more. For her to be a poet, yeah,
Mhm.
Real Mama write poetry. Yes,
I
she
mean,
does. You know,
I
I said
do
she
a
has
little bit of
so
everything for real.
so many hidden talents that I really would, but you know, it's hard for you to do it because you got
Mhm.
the babies.
I have to
So
work.
you
I
have to
mean, I
work.
didn't lie when I named myself what I named myself. That I'm true to it. I'm a real
Uh-huh.
mamas with real problems. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody was like, "How'd you come up with
Hey,
that name?" It was simple for me.
hey, Andrea. Uh, yeah.
Tell her come on up. Tell her I'm
Come
on
on.
camera.
Real Mama say, "Come on over." I thought you was in the line.
Hold on one second.
Well, come
Look at
on
this
up and
one.
roll on up, honey. Bye.
I'm gonna get you. What you want?
He is so cute. Yeah,
AJ.
she say she had an emergency. Let me see what Fuel Mama said. Real mamas keep you and my family. Oh, she say she gonna keep you in her prayers. Real mamas. Fuel Mama. But yeah, it's hard for you single parents. Like I really have a heart. My heart go out to y'all. Yeah, I just want y'all to hang in now. I know that it can get difficult sometimes, but always think that, you know, once you get through with this, everything gonna be okay. You understand? If you get through it, you will be able to rest and everything. But it's a lesson in that. And I tell people that whatever you going through this difficult time, pay attention to what's going on so you can learn something from that because it's always a lesson in the struggle. It
True.
is. It is. And it's really to teach you and to make you stronger, not to make you weaker. It's to make you stronger. And once you get through the lesson, you'll see a difference, and you'll look back and say, "I don't know how I did it." Yeah, you know you did it. You know how you did it with perseverance. So you know whatever we go through, every trial. I say that all the time. Every trial, every tribulation, don't come to hurt us. It come to build us. So even though you real mamas and few mama, y'all had this fear, and this worry, because worry is accompanied by fear. And so in that, don't worry, focus so much in on the situation. Oh, there, Andrea. There she go. There she go. There she is.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing? You know what? I had a little emergency, but my emergency is good now. I am so glad. I just seen what Biden said. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because I've been saying he should been doing this. It's been a state of emergency. That's how I feel. Okay, it's a 911. Shoot, everybody should be vaccinated if you are adult. That's how I feel. Let's keep it 100. And I ain't gonna hold no bar about it. I want everybody vaccinated. I don't care about your liberal rights. I don't care about your rights. I don't care anymore. Okay, I got 4 kids, and I don't want my kids be catching anything. I got to go to work. I got bills to pay. We got shoes to pay. We try to buy a house. We try to get a car. Okay, that's how I really feel. Okay.
Say how you really feel, sis.
How I really feel, and this what I just talked to one of my other girlfriends today. So I was talking to her, and she said, she's like, one of my kids ain't vaccinated. I said, how old's your child? She said, hey, 14. I said, well, girl, what you been doing? Don't you think he need to be vaccinated? She was like, I'm gonna get around to it. I was like, what's wrong with these people?
She didn't see Biden alert today. Yeah, I got up in here and seen it. I say, oh Lord, what did he say now?
Well, so I said, sis, you know your son is out there playing football with other people's kids. I'm just asking some questions to you. She said, I said, so you know he had COVID over the summer. She said, what you doing then? What you doing?
She still ain't gonna vaccinate.
No, you know why she get vaccinated? Do you know why she get vaccinated now? Y'all want to hear this? Y'all ready for it?
Go ahead, land on us.
I hate to hear it.
She's getting vaccinated now because her older son, College, said he can't come to school unless he vaccinated.
Well, at least now he's getting vaccinated, right?
I said, so this is what I told her. I said, so you have to be forced to get vaccinated because your son, you got to be forced to. And you can't even you come on now. Your kid play with other people's kids. Don't we have a right to protect each other? I'm just asking.
Yeah. I think you know when we don't do that, then we putting everybody in harm's way. Everybody.
Thank you. My sister just told me today. She said, sis, my church told us if we ain't vaccinated, you can't even come to the church house. I was like, what?
Well, the way Biden was speaking, Sleepy Joe was speaking today, baby. Sleepy Joe say the teachers, everybody need to be vaccinated. If you work for the school, you need, and he went as far as saying that he gonna mandate traveling.
He gonna mandate traveling now too?
He gonna stop you from traveling, baby, and say that you're not gonna walk around and get on them planes and not be masked up.
See, this is how I really feel. I feel like if the president, if we would have done this last year and said this was a state of emergency, this is a healthcare crisis, and people who is eligible for vaccination get done, maybe we would be ahead of the game. Because I'm tired of lights on backpacks down. I'm tired of lights on kids' clothes down. I'm tired of lights on things down. I'm sick of this. I'm like, my mind can't take it no more.
Yeah, and I don't think too many people can. Look how people acting. Look at people's behavior. Look at what's going on. People are having mental breakdown right now. Didn't I just tell y'all about that lady that tried to run a car through Walmart?
Yeah, because every I feel like I need a hazmat suit. Every 5 minutes, if you touch me, I'm like, oh God. If you sneeze on me, I'm like, oh God, what you got?
If you cough,
you got COVID. One person said, well, I coughed one time. My friend said, you got COVID, girl? I was like, no, it's just a cough.
So again, you know, I don't think Biden was wrong Cause we gotta start somewhere. I don't care. You know, it has to start somewhere. Like Mike said, I'd rather for you get tested every 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But remember, you had bro Derek on here.
We about to die in 3
Did you
days.
overhear the bro Derek? He was throwing your name out there. He said he's sitting. He tell you everything. So
I'm about to die in 3 years. Okay, I don't appreciate that. Okay, you know I love him.
Well,
You love him.
He got the best dress dance because I guess by that ideology, I'm gonna be gone too. So you know.
Okay, but he told me I'll be dead in 3 years. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm just saying I appreciate it. But okay, I love you. But you know, sometimes real mama said people who are so smart are just so stupid. Okay.
Wait a minute. He talked about the test, you know, because why you said that he want parents to buy the COVID testing.
Oh, he do? Okay. Are they gonna be a discount?
He want parents to buy that.
Right.
Are they gonna be a discount? Because I'll buy one. I mean, but I'm not gonna buy one if it's $40 and $50.
Yeah, and what purpose does that really now on that? What purpose does that really serve if you have other people that's really they not gonna adhere to it anyway?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
they ain't adhering to the vaccination, not the masses. You don't know who been vaccinated or not, and they walking around here without that mask on.
Yeah, and what about
I see them without that mask on? I go in the other direction.
Okay, what about them? What about them kids that go to school? Okay, the parents know that the kids got tested and then they tested results and came back, but the kids still at school. And
I was just telling her about that people not talking about that at all, and that's what's helping with the spread as far as amongst the children as well.
Yes. They seen their kids at school and they've been exposed, and then the minute that you find out that they test positive, you go get them from school, but you don't expose almost 20 kids in the classroom.
Yeah. See, and Biden didn't really want to say, but that's what he was getting to.
Yeah, I feel
that's what he was saying in so many ways.
Because the hospital is over capacity. The nurses are over capacity. The nurses is working their asses off. The nurses are seeing people dying. The nurses are having a meltdown their damn self now. Okay, this ain't normal for them to see everybody dying. Okay, so they yes, being a nurse is a hard job, and I commend all of them. I put my hands down.
My daughter-in-law say in St. Louis. All they flows is COVID flows, child.
Look at that. All they flows is COVID. So I'm saying, the nurses are having their own. I seen a couple nurses said they got out the medical field because they're not used to people dying every day.
Don't you know that work on your mental capacity?
I know
that's gonna work on my daughter-in-law, because y'all. I say whenever I get home, I'm gonna make sure I go live, so y'all, because her voice just is she really should have been a nurse. Her voice so soft.
Yeah, that works on
me. But for her to see death like that, that's gonna take her clean. She probably tell my son, "Oh, I'm gonna have to find me another job somewhere."
Your work. Yes, the homework.
Somewhere else, because this too much. I see death every day.
Yes,
that's gonna be a lot for her.
Yes. So it works on your mental capacity. And some of the nurses were saying that they ended up quitting, and they ended up like seeing patients who are healthy coming in there getting shots and stuff. They said they don't even do that no more. So some nurses are leaving the field because of so much. They're overworked, overpaid, working 12 and 13-hour shifts. This is a healthcare crisis. Because when you have the doctors and the nurses are seeing people die every day,
that takes a toll on you.
Yeah, it takes a toll on you, and then you wonder why they're acting crazy. Then you wonder why they can't do the field no more. And this nurse said, she said, I worked a 12-hour shift. My husband and my kids, I went to bed. They didn't even see me.
Yeah, when my daughter started child, she would come home and she stayed in the bed all day.
So I'm just saying,
because she worked 12-hour shift and her body wasn't used to it. I don't even know if Brittany used to it now, but she been doing it now for a couple of months, about 4 or 5 months now. But how you get used? You don't never get used to seeing people dying now. It ain't something you won't get used to.
Don't play games with me. Do your homework in a pencil.
And when my son told me that last night, say, Mama, Brittany say, every flock, every time I talk to him, I always ask about my son-in-law. And I say, what Britt? Oh, she at work. I said, at work? He say, yeah, Mama, and every flow, they in St. Luke is a COVID flow. Almost every flow. I say, huh? He said, yeah, Mama.
I just washed my car out today. I was in that Lysol it down. I was in, and I got hand sanitizer in my car. My kids, we got masks in the car. And when they get home, they get in the shower. I'm doing everything I can, but don't get me wrong. When they get out that car, I have prayed for them, and when they get back in that car, I have prayed for them. But my psyche can't take it too much because I'm like people. Like I told my sister, did you go get your booster shot? Because I'm worried about you. I know you vaccinated, but you need that booster shot too because you got underlying condition.
Yeah, I
gotta drop down, do something for my kids, but I'll be watching.
Okay, baby. I hate you got to go.
Me too.
I should stay up here, but I'm like, I don't want to be that type of avatar person. I'm just sitting up here and not contributing to the conversation.
Come on,
come on back.
I'll be
back. What you doing? Come on back and hang out with us, right?
Yeah, you ain't gotta get out. Just mute your mic out to take care of the children.
Yeah.
All right.
But I was just telling my sister that she was saying, I was just saying, did you get the booster shot? Because I know she has an underlying condition. And she said that she gonna be getting it in a couple weeks. And when she told, I was just cracking up when she told me that going to the church. I used to go to that church too. And she said they said if they gonna come to the church, everybody gotta be vaccinated. And I was like, what? I was like, really? Because I knew my dad was vaccinated and my brother then was too. And so that's what she told me. That's what the people in the church said, that everybody got to be vaccinated.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, he said that sleepy dumbass Joe, wake up. They said that he said that even he gonna stop people from traveling. He said that have some respect for the flight attendants because they do a lot. And if you on that plane without that mask, he advised them to put your ass up off of there.
I agree with that. I'm 100%. I'm behind that because I'm about to be going to Jamaica in July. I'm going to Jamaica in July. And so yes, I am vaccinated. Okay, I'm not gonna
hey. Shout out to Jamaica, Montego Bay.
Yeah, Montego Bay. I'm going to Jamaica. Okay, and I am vaccinated, so I'll be on that beach party like a rock star. And plus, I am not gonna let this pandemic keep me from traveling again this year. No way.
Yeah, so he say that have some respect. Sleepy Joe say have some respect, baby. Put some respect on it if you go. So yeah, he say he gonna mandate traveling and everything.
Yeah, so I feel because the flight attendants are the first responders on the plane. So if you can't, it's almost like my mama always told me, like when I went to church, respect your neighbor as you love yourself. And so I feel like it's American duty to respect each other. If the kids can't get vaccinated, let the adults get vaccinated. These are our precious children, and too many precious children are in the COVID ward in the hospital.
Yeah, and it's too many single parents trying up here worried, sick about their children going into a public school. Shit, nobody should be worried about their child when they go off to school. Their child should be able to go to school, get his education, and come on back home. And that's it.
That's true.
And this thing here, it got to change. We gotta do better. When you know better, you do better.
Yep. That's how I feel about it. I feel that way too, man.
And then you all that going into the hospital and all that, they gonna test your ass for COVID. Before they even do any surgery or anything on your ass, they gonna test you for COVID.
True.
So all y'all that's running around here ain't vaccinated and know y'all got procedures y'all getting ready to do, they gonna talk. First thing they gonna ask you, have you been tested? Have you been around anyone that had COVID? Do you have any breathing problems? You know, they ask y'all the most crazy questions. Any headaches, colds, cough? You know, they ask you all that.
They do.
And then they test your ass. Then the doctor the surgeon ain't gonna even do surgery on you and they find out if you got COVID or not.
Hey, Purple, you remember that one doctor in Florida with that article we read that she said she was no longer taking any people who was not vaccinated into her facility. Because she said, I can't take, because you don't want to be vaccinated. That's your right, but I will not treat you.
Yeah.
So you know, she said,
you
look,
can walk around here and play, you know, think everything okay. Them hospitals doing the same, them doctors doing the same thing. Because they were trying to protect themselves.
Yep. So
and their family.
So she said, you cannot come to my facility because I won't take care of you if you ain't been vaccinated.
I think that was the first. We talked about that the first round table, I think. When we did the very first one, we talked about that doctor. See, and now it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me why she was saying this. No, I want to be. I don't want to do no harm, but I'm in my facility. But check this out. I need you to be vaccinated, and I'll take care of you. But if you don't want to be vaccinated, my people are being exposed by you. I'm being exposed by you, and no, I'm sorry. Shoot, crumbles down.
Well, like I say, I know for a fact that you any surgeries, any procedures you gotta have, and you ain't been tested for COVID, they're gonna test your black ass. So you might as well get ready for it. They're gonna test you for COVID. If you got any procedures you getting ready to do.
I'm sorry, when you said that was fun.
What?
You said they're gonna test your ass.
Yeah.
So I'm serious, cause half of us is the ones who don't want to get vaccinated. We don't want it. We the ones who up here talking all that rigmarole and all that there. Look, it's up to y'all if y'all want to get vaccinated. Only thing being vaccinated, it don't stop you from getting COVID.
Nope.
What it does is just that you're not the symptom. If you get it, it won't affect you as bad. You might live. And without having a vaccination, I'm gonna tell you what it's like. You're playing Russian roulette with yourself, not being vaccinated. That I'm just saying like that. You literally playing Russian roulette with your life.
So we don't. I mean, be glad that we ain't China, because in China, I guarantee they forcing everybody to be vaccinated, because it's a communist thing. You won't get a choice. You're gonna have to do what they say. Period.
And how y'all think they got so control over theirs?
Thank you.
Because they put stuff in order. They mandated shit.
Thank you.
people to be in China, for them that's how they got control of it.
Mhm.
They ain't just all of them with just being so chummy and we just gonna stand 6 feet apart. All that they didn't do all that. They put shit in order where you have to be vaccinated or you can't come here.
The government didn't give them a choice at all.
They didn't give them a choice at all. And
the government did not give them a choice at all.
I'm not saying I want to be a communist state either. But what I'm saying is this is a state of emergency. I'm sorry, this is how I feel.
It's a health
emergency. It's a healthcare crisis.
A healthcare crisis.
It's a healthcare crisis.
And that's basically what he said.
We've been
reading about what Cars and BBQ with Mike said. Yeah, his sleepy ass woke up. He had no choice because people were putting his feet to the fire. They're like, how come ever since you got elected to president, it's like we ain't heard from you?
Yes.
Like, where are you?
And now school is open, and teachers and staff is dying, and children is testing positive for COVID.
And plus, this is how I really feel. I'm like, look, we've been dealing with this almost going on 2 years now. I was home for almost. I'm sick of dealing with this. Okay, get this under control so we can go back to a little normalcy.
Yeah,
I'm sick of dealing with this.
I'm like you, Andrea, and we all. It takes everybody.
Yes,
everybody. You know, regardless if you want to get vaccinated or not. It takes everybody.
It takes everybody. It takes everybody to do their part.
It does. It takes everybody.
And
we all have to do our part. Even if you decide not to, don't put me and my children at risk because you want to be able to walk down the street freely, drinking beer, and talking with your friends or whatever. Hell, I want to do the same thing with my friends too. But if it comes to a point of choosing my children's safety. Over me being able to take a drink in a bar, I'm choosing my children's safety. I'm choosing if I had a husband's safety, if I had a wife, you know, family members, especially when it comes to elderly, because I work with the elderly and I've seen firsthand what happens when COVID hits a nursing home. So you can't tell me nothing.
And my sister and my father has underlying conditions, and they got vaccinated. And then my daddy was like, "Oh, you can't come over here, daughter, if you ain't vaccinated." I'm like, "But daddy, no." No, he was like, I'm sorry, I love you, but you can't come over here, and don't even bring your kids over here either.
And it wears you out watching people dying on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I was on front lines. I was there, so I seen firsthand what COVID can do.
Yeah.
So when people say that,
I know it has to work on your mental capacity to see death all around you. Like that got to be hard.
It is because you're not only dealing with the person when because like I said, I work with elderly and everybody knows that that's a population that was they were really badly affected. And I work with people, like I said, I work with the elderly. So I'm watching what they're going through. Them passing away from this, what was doing to their families. So when you're a healthcare worker, you're on the front lines, you're exposed to all that. You're carrying a burden of all that because you took a pledge to take care. You know what I'm saying? You took an oath. And I don't know about anybody else, but when I was in healthcare, I took that oath seriously. So I was there for the full process. We're not just there to take care of them and get them better. It's like a support system that they have in place, you know? So we're supporting them in life and in death.
Yeah. So, you know, I could just only imagine, you know, being in that situation, real mama, that had to be hard, you know, to watch death all around you. Like I said, that I know that it has to be scary for you to know you got to send your child to school. You got to send them to school, you know, and you want them to be safe in that school. And then you have to, they got to ride the bus. You understand? And for them to have I hope they change. I hope this make them change.
I hope so too, but you also got to think about it.
Children on the bus.
It's like one county here in Virginia. I think it's either Henrico or Hanover County. They were short 100 bus drivers. They had that. They told parents the first week of school, right before school started, saying, "Hey, we don't have enough bus drivers. You're gonna have to bring your kids to school."
Wow.
And you should seen how crazy it got them. Because first of all, they waited to the last minute. They didn't let the community know or anybody know what was going on, as far as that they had this shortage, and basically people don't want to get sick, so they don't care what you paying. They not willing to drive the bus, get exposed to COVID. You know what I'm saying? And or any of that. So they were not applying for these positions, and the kids were left stuck out. The parents were left stuck out because it was like a woman said, I have to work. She said, I have to work. I'm not able to take my child to school and then I might can get my child to school in the mornings, but towards the evening, I don't have nobody.
Yeah. You don't have that.
A lot of them were saying, even two parent homes. They were like, we both gotta work. How are we supposed to, you know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to get our kids to and from school every day? So this has affected COVID just been affecting people just across the board on every single facet of their life.
Yeah.
And it's not and people are only focusing on the masks and the shots. Nobody's focusing on the human aspect of it. As far as what these different groups of people or different demographic of people, like from the single parents to the doctors and nurses. And the only way their stories are getting out is that they're getting on here, social media, either Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, and they're talking about it. They're telling people, they're showing people what they're going through. And that's how we, the public, know. And maybe sometimes a news story will come out talking about the issue. But that's it. We have to inform ourselves. We have to educate ourselves, really, because we rely just on what the media say. We wouldn't know really too much about shit.
Well, I don't too much about media. You understand me? My media person is Andrea Lynch.
That one down there. That one down there. My country's coming out. That one down there.
Yay!
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little on top of
my mandated news reporter, baby.
Yes.
Honey, I don't read the news that come through my phone, baby. That would now send me all the mandated news.
I think in my past, like, I should have been a news reporter. Okay,
you should have. You are.
Yeah, she should have been a journalist.
You are. Because a lot of the things I get in my inbox is Andrea. I'm like, what in the world, Andrea? Don't send me that. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, and them fake they back with them fake cars and all.
The fake cars. Did you see them three military? Got three.
Well, they know that's Fed time. Isn't that Fed time?
Yes. You check your inbox. I sent it to you, baby. Check your inbox, baby. Check your inbox.
No, I mean, you sent it to me, but you said they still add it, so that means they still selling them. I mean, you sent me like once like a story about and then I saw one with an influencer on Instagram. She got popped too.
And a black dude in New York said his girlfriend worked at the hospital and gave it to him and told it online, girl. I was like,
he told it?
No way.
Oh, he in the doghouse for show.
That lady that lost her license and everything.
Yes, he said my girlfriend worked at the hospital and that's how I got it.
He gave him a solid and wow. He must, well, all I can say is must wasn't good then.
Well, see,
I was like,
they around here.
He
playing around. That ain't good. And he got a
Let me shut up. Because he told on her like that and didn't even care that she lost her position, that
Dude,
that's money.
I was like, dude, what are you saying that? Do you know your girl? They gonna
Trying to get social media clout. I think that's an addiction. I think people these days,
Yes.
they forget, they get so loose at their lips and they forget and they start saying all kinds of shit on social media.
Let me tell you my daughter did, y'all. Let me tell you my daughter did. Okay, so I was in the car with my daughter. She back in the day, she had this Snapchat, okay? And so I was on the phone with one of my other girlfriends, okay, saying my other girlfriend was mad with me. So my daughter was recording herself, and that little specific got on the Snapchat. And when my daughter and my girlfriend, I was talking about our friends. Girl, it took me 6 months to make it to my girlfriend because she heard that conversation. My girlfriend said, I know your ass was talking about me. I was like, huh? What you talking about? She said, and I was like, I told my daughter from now on, don't you ever record anything in this damn car on the phone.
Yeah, girl. They got super, everybody want to go viral.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what people like. That's the suggestions I got. Like, how when you're trying to grow your channel, they suggest, make sure you look up all the stuff that's viral so you can have a viral. So and latch on to that. And it's some of the things I see that's viral I'm interested in. And then some of it's like, why am I going to do it if I'm not interested in it? Yeah. And so I'm glad that my channel is growing the way it's growing. It's slow, but at least I know the people that do check my content out and, genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah, I said that. I'll be glad. Well, you got to take your little break and get your children and everybody situated. Before y'all come back with that bullshit.
Oh, we coming back because this one down there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he owned me.
Yeah. Y'all come back with that bullshit. But family first. You know what I mean. So. Like I told Andrea, all y'all got like little hidden gems, that will really make your channel pop regardless, because you really got that itch, and you just need to put it out there. I see you putting it, but if you come a little bit harder and keep coming, you're gonna be all right. Your channel is gonna be fine. You hear me? Because
I don't know. I was about to shut it down for a second. Like,
why?
I don't know. Maybe because not get on here.
Well,
like
a lot of my people don't draw to real positive channel. It just they just don't. YouTube is about gossip and.
It is, and I'm guilty. I love me a little gossip, a little something here and there.
I like a little mess too.
But for the most part, I mean, I like to when I do poetry and stuff like that. That comes from what I've been through in my life and the things I've seen the people that I love go through, and it just comes from that place. And then if I do any type of story or whatever, it's based on real life, real experiences. It's not. It's not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot of it's for fluff or whatnot, but I like to create. So you have to be in a good mental headspace to do that. And when you have all the responsibilities that I have, sometimes it's hard for me to get up on here. And have the time to create and edit the way I want to, because my focus is split up basically with my family. And trying to make sure my kids and my home and that part of my life is taken care of. And then if I can get to YouTube, I get to YouTube. But I would love to create a business and have some type of residual income eventually out of this, and finally get something published. But it takes money, takes time and effort to do that type of stuff,
And for me, I mean, I've been on YouTube maybe about 2 years, so it's been 2 years now. So, for me, finding partnerships that I genuinely wants to be around, finding partnerships that I can, that you see my vision. Yeah, so that's for okay. So my vision my vision. Okay, I'll just keep putting it out there. That's that bullshit is going to a podcast come January. Okay, that's my vision. That's my baby, and my vision is coming along, and my vision is what I want it to be, and YouTube has gave me a platform to grow and what I want to do and what I want to say. And so I appreciate everybody that I have worked with. I appreciate everybody that I have communicated with, and I have found some good people on YouTube. But that's that bullshit. We come back strong and better than ever. We come back with some merchandise. We working on it. We got things we working on, and I'm just happy. I'm happy. But
I'm glad the most important thing though, Andrea, like I said last night, that you and Real Mama have that thing. And the thing is that when you are a couple with someone, you gotta see each other's vision. It can't be just one-sided. And that's a good thing, because that's what makes y'all that bullshit interesting and pops, because y'all see each other vision for that bullshit. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you able to see each other vision and it manifests itself, you can't do nothing but go with it.
Yeah.
I tell people you can't stay in the same spot.
Yeah.
I told you last night,
Yep.
you grew
So
out of them people like be them. That was gonna happen eventually. It just happened in a way that you never thought it would happen, because we don't expect things like that to happen. But you've been graded. You've been graded. Your talent is higher than what they were doing. You understand? So you got to move when it's when that let go. Then that was your time to really focus in. You and Real Mamas really focus in on what y'all got going on. You outgrew them. It don't matter how it transpired. It was gonna happen either way it go. You agree, Real Mamas, that was gonna happen either way it go, because those they don't have the mentality. You really grown. You're a really fully grown woman who has been through some things. They ain't. And see, life itself, life experiences will grow you. It'll make you be a grown person real quick.
And it's things that we discuss on because we don't go into anything, and that's me and Andrea, and that's definitely me, because Andrea know I ask secondary questions. We don't go into anything trying to copy anybody. We don't go into anything trying to. We always give credit where credit is due. I make it a point, and people that truly know me see how I roll on my channel, and they see that I'm not scared to give power or give credit to another sister when what they're doing is helping to elevate me.
Exactly. I've always been able to look at other people and encourage them and say, you doing that thing. You know why? Because
it takes nothing away from you. You know,
it ain't taking nothing from me. And not only that, I see what's going on. I see the good. So when it's good, I always gonna give a compliment, because I feel like that shit, I can do that too. You know, they ain't no different from me, but they got a wonderful idea. They doing that thing though. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to copy from nobody, because don't nobody want to copy. Are you always saying the same thing? You always want to be unique. You
But I was thinking, but that's that bullshit. We go into detail. We like I was just telling real mamas, we need another segment called "You Can't Make This Shit Up" because you can't make this shit up. Okay, shout out to Sean Bradley because he said that all the time. You can't make this shit up, and so we feed off of each other, and we've been doing that bullshit over a year. So I mean, I don't know what people be talking about, but we've been doing this for a long time together. So I don't be copping off nobody, and I don't want to be copping off nobody. I want original. Because when I heard somebody say that's that bullshit last night, I told real mamas today we need to copy that shit already.
Yeah, I need to
I don't want nobody using our shit.
Hey Nicole, hey baby. I didn't know if you were still in here or not. How you doing, baby? Thank you for sharing me out, sweetheart.
Because when I told real mamas, I heard somebody use that last night. I was like, hey, that's mine. I was like, we need to copyright that real quick, okay?
Because people sure will take it. Let me tell you something. I used to come up on here and say, hello, world. Baby, when I looked up again, another person had took hold. They had already named their channel. They were already connected to me. When I first started, I used to come on here and say, hello, world. Or
Thank you.
Make a comment and say, hello, world. Do y'all hear me? And that person was connected to me. And guess what they did? They took hello, world and made them a show. They kept the name of their channel and took hello, world and made it a part of their YouTube.
and didn't give you no credit for it. See, I had that happen to me when I had branched off. A content creator that I used to mod for had used specific things that I had used also in my stuff. So, but my thing was, guess what? I wasn't intimidated or bothered by it. It was flat. I was flattered for the simple fact is.
Well, you know, I say, okay, well, that just tell me she ain't got a mind of her own, child. She ain't creative.
And on top of when people do stuff like that, you have to also realize, like the way I use, like me and person X could use the same editing software, or the same, or let's say the same intro,
right,
to the channel. But what makes it different is the vision. You can tell. You can look at two of the same thing and or basically backdrop or whatever, but a person with vision gonna put their own spin on it. It's gonna be different, and you're gonna see it's different even though they're using almost the same elements. So it's like you can use whatever you want or copy whatever you want off of me, but guaranteed it's not gonna be my vision that makes it work. If you don't have no vision, it's not going to work. It's going to look like exactly like what it is that you copied off of me.
I had people come and even y'all little old friend, they came on my channel and I was always saying at the end of my videos, you know, I'm always glad that we have a little time to spend together. And as always, stay blessed and not stressed. You know, child, they was trying to take that from me. I had to go over there and tell them, hey, that belonged to me. And somebody told me like months ago, girl, you need to copyright that.
Yeah, the slogan. The slogan.
Your videos, y'all hear me say, you know, I'm always glad that we have a little time to spend together. And as always, y'all stay blessed. And you know, people was trying to take that from me.
Purple, I've been telling real mamas. When I heard somebody last night say that's that bullshit, I said, wait a minute. That's our scene. It's like I called real mama today. I said, hey, we need to go ahead and get it. We need to get done. Get done. Because you got somebody over there saying I'm saying. Wait a minute.
When she told me that, I say, who?
I was like,
that bullshit. That bullshit. I'm like, Lord, they done took it. Yeah. As soon as y'all find out how to copyright, I need to copyright mine. I can't afford them taking my little.
That's why I said
I work too hard to say
we
that,
work.
honey.
I was like, we work too hard for that bullshit to have somebody else own it and copyright it and selling merchandise. Nope, it's gonna be us.
Yeah. And they say that you need. I think that was Invisible Chef that was in here. She told me that. She said you need to hurry up and copyright that. That what you saying. You need to copyright that.
Yep.
Before somebody take it. And but before she told me that, I had heard people already using it, and I dropped right down and told them, hey, don't say that. Where you got that from me? You got that from me. Especially people that I subscribe to. Yeah. And they listen. You know how your video, once you subscribe to somebody, their videos pop up. Yeah. People be watching your videos. And I always say that at the end of all my videos. And next thing you know, I hear them say it. I say, oh no, baby. Yeah.
If she would have said, I got that bullshit from Real Mamas and Andrea Lynch, you know, I was like, oh, okay, it's all good. But honey, she didn't say that.
Y'all little drunk friend over there in Houston, Texas. She ain't say she got that from me, baby. She was sitting up on her platform just saying it. And baby,
Purple who?
That belong to me. You look the little drunk, y'all look. You know the little drunk friend. Yeah, well, she
I don't know her.
Over there in Houston, Texas.
Okay, I don't know her.
She was one of them. Who was you?
What happened? Okay.
I'm like, Portia, I don't know her, okay? I don't know.
Shout out to QB of the Midwest.
Who did that?
What happened?
And girl, I had to tell her. Don't try to take something from me. You know how they do. You know how they do over here. You know that as soon as you say something, they'll take it and start using it.
Purple, who said that? Who said that?
The little drunken over there in Houston, Texas. That baby need help. That baby needs so much help, it's ridiculous.
Oh God.
But it's the truth though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hardhead. Reloaded.
She say, "Oh,
does she have a channel?
You really need
Hardhead Reloaded. Is it she?
No.
Do Hardhead has a channel?
Hardheaded Reloaded.
Does he have a channel? Or he or she have a channel? Huh? Is that a troll?
Reloaded.
Oh, it's called. Okay.
Yeah, that's who that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was either. And
okay.
She kept saying auntie, and I say, who you is? Where you came from? And then she say, oh, it's Nicole Reloaded. I say, oh Lord, hey child, hey me.
Okay. Okay. But I think
wait a minute. I thought I was already subscribed to Nicole.
Yeah,
and I'm unsubscribed.
Yeah,
because when you said Nicole, I said, "Oh, okay."
That's her second channel.
Oh, that's
I kept saying, "Who in the hell is you?"
No, I just had to resubscribe from her to her Nicole Reloaded channel, and I was already subscribed because when you said Nicole Reloaded, I recognize that.
I'm gonna have to subscribe to her.
Well, I got her now, so I got her.
Nicole, type purple in the chat so Nightbot could drop your link, baby.
Okay, I'm already on it. I got her. Got her.
But I took a break from YouTube, but I'm ready to get back to that's that bullshit because we might have an interview.
Me too. I'm gonna work on that tonight. I need to text that person. Message that person tonight.
Okay,
I heard about that. Yeah. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna shock the people.
So that's that bullshit come back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with my own channel. I'm coming back, and this all hot air is coming back for a special appearance. Okay, so I got some plans coming. I'm working on some stuff, and then
and y'all don't forget about y'all little slow auntie over here now.
Ooh,
Y'all don't forget about me.
that.
Purple is my
you know
girl.
I've been over here ever since I found out about you.
Yes, Purple is my girl. I appreciate you. You support me. You call me every day. And I thank you, Purple. I thank you because you have helped me.
Hello, Stone 72.
You have helped me get through the last couple of weeks. I appreciate all your support and calling.
Oh, I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all.
So
y'all know whatever y'all need, yeah, I'm just the encourager, y'all. I've been like that all my life. I've been like that. And to be honest with y'all, I've been like this all my life, and never been envious of nobody else because my grandparents would always say, whatever they got, you could do better. You got your own. You got a mind of your own, and my dad would tell us the same thing. So, I never, for me to be a Scorpio, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. Like, I just don't,
And at the same time is we need Black women to encourage
each other.
Yeah, because
instead of always pulling down and not doing. Like, I miss my girl Fugal Mom last night, because she do her reading about 7:00, and I think Information Man was on, and I was listening to him. He was talking about African Boombata, the rapper. He was talking about him. So I was over there with him last night. So I miss Fugal Mama because, Fugal Mama come on every Monday through Thursday at 7. And she do her silent reading. Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. Hey, it's Nicole. Yeah, drop your link. Did y'all see Nicole link in the chat?
I already had pulled up both of her channels and subscribed.
Yeah,
I saw one of them. She was at almost at 5,000.
Yeah, she had 5,000. But you. Oh, okay. Well, then you gonna have to. I don't know nothing about that child. I don't know nothing about that.
She said, "Drop your screen guard, Purple."
Huh? She said, "Drop your." Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I've been like that all my life. That's why, it don't hurt. None of that. I've been blessed so that I can't. I can't hold nothing. Like, if I know something, or somebody is going through something, then my niece Snooty Cass, she says one thing about my Aunt Rochelle. She a good listener. You could call and talk and rant and rave and everything. She gonna sit there and listen to you. She always gonna give you that good old advice. That's what my niece Cass, say about me. But I've been like that, and I've been blessed, y'all. So, when you've been blessed and you've been through some things in life, when you see other people, I just got a heart. You understand me? And it's a blessing to be able to help somebody.
Yes.
And it ain't always got to come monetarily. That's what people forget. It ain't always got to come in a monetary form. You understand me? We all Black women, and we all trying to get to that same goal. And if we could just bind together, and I don't like mess. Now, I like a little mess amongst other folk.
Yes.
But like my friends, I don't too much. I don't like no two-faced ass friends. I don't like nobody to grin in my face, and then the whole time you doing other things, with people with somebody that I don't even deal with at all. And we've already talked about that. And then you turn around and do some ass backwards to me, I cut you off, you know. And like I know that ain't the way to be. Y'all pray for me, but it's just like what the girl Cardi B. I'm mad at you forever.
We gonna no, that. She said, "Hold on a minute." No, she said, "We're gonna have beef forever." That's what she said. She said, "We're gonna have beef forever." That's what she said. Okay, come on, purple.
Sometimes it take me a while. Here she is. Sometimes it take me a while to get past it, but eventually I get past it. Yeah. But that's just me because I got a heart. I got a heart that, you know, I don't feel like what I give you. If I give you that the utmost respect, then I expect the utmost respect from you. You understand me? Yeah. I don't like that messiness between friends. You know, you ain't gotta cut me because you friends with that person and I'm not friends with them. And you know why I'm not friends with them. You understand me? But I don't like that type of stuff.
But you remember that old church song with back in the day? Is my living in vain? Can I help somebody along the way? You remember that song? I did this
in vain. Hey,
yes, my sisters, baby.
What's up? You know I had to come on. I said, AT, get good with them titles, child. I said, we can't talk about the ghetto meetup. I said, everybody about to show up to I said, look, but it's non-smoking. You can't smoke around AT. You can vape, but you cannot smoke. AT. I love my AT. How you doing, Andrea? Let me know if my connection is bad, y'all.
I'm doing good. We can hear you. Good. But I was just thinking about that church song, "Is My Living in Vain?" And then can you help somebody along the way?
No, the way,
you're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
That's the clock sister. That's
what
Auntie supported me when Auntie came and put her arms around me. She didn't. I think I was. What subscriber was I to your channel, Auntie?
Nicole Reloaded. You was Nicole Reloaded.
Yeah, but number two or three or something when she first. And I said, I love this lady. And my mom had just passed.
Yeah, your mom had just passed.
Yes, I mean, sure did. I was very fragile, and I thank you for that. And I want your cash out because I'm gonna send you something.
And I told her. I said that when she came to my channel, I think I had just lost my husband.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah. You know, and we sat there and talked. It was only like 3 people in the whole damn night.
She became like my auntie and my mama. She got on me. She didn't want people to use me. She said, "You're helping all these people with stuff." She know how I feel about people because people steal my stuff. I've been around for a long time. I ain't gonna act like I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? But Auntie said, "No, you are all that in a bag of chips and then some."
Yes, you are.
And I helped a lot of people on these YouTube streets. I don't go after money or clout or any of that. I'm very well known behind the scenes. They, you know how they say they love. Auntie said they don't love you in public, but they love you behind the scenes. Okay, they love
whenever they can't love you publicly. Yeah, it's something ain't right with that.
And that's when Auntie kept beating that in my head, didn't you, TT?
And that means that it's something wrong with them. That there's some envy there, you know, or some jealousy there. Whenever your friend can't love on you publicly, see, because I love on my friends publicly. Everybody that come up this chat, I love on them publicly. When me and Andrea are together talking, I love on her there and I love on her here. You know, real mama, same way. You know, but if you come with that bullshit and I catch you, I'm gonna tell you about yourself now. I ain't gonna get up here and tell you.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
gonna
you
get
something.
off
TT
and
didn't
tell
have
you.
my back. TT didn't have my back. That's my auntie. Not no YouTube bullcrap. That's my auntie. And when all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, or whatever calms down with the COVID or whatever, me and her will be meeting in person if she will allow me in her presence. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can get
Nicole, you
help.
know I love you, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I
love you,
love her.
baby.
When I got attacked, this woman came out and she made a very big statement, and she said, "You will not." Okay, and she backed all them people up. Like she didn't have no fear. She didn't care who. But people act like none of this stuff hasn't happened. Auntie, the game is a true YouTube auntie up in these streets as well, like his Uncle Tim. Okay, she
You know,
really.
'cause, you know, I
No,
don't like.
you deserve your, but you deserve your respect, TT. I'm tired of the people lying and acting.
I don't like the. I don't like the like the bullying. I don't like that. You know, and you know, I got somebody that he don't. If I speak, if I say, hey, look here, this is this, he'll look into it. And y'all know my baby Will. He ain't got no problem now. But I, you, Andrea, I do the same thing for her. I
Oh
go to
yeah.
work for her.
Yeah.
You come over here with that bullshit if you wanna. You gonna get your hat brought to you. You
Yep.
gonna get your fat knees the knocking.
Yep.
You
Wait,
hear
wait,
me?
say it again, Auntie. We're gonna have to come out with a T-shirt. Wait, let me write that down. Wait, I'm sorry, no, because we got
You
to
the
love
real
some
mama.
T-shirts, honey.
I
Say,
Wait,
like the
wait,
fat knees
look
of
here.
the
knocking.
fat,
Yeah, let
what?
me
Hold
You
on,
get
right?
your fat knees to knocking. You come over here with that bullshit.
okay. We have to put the vet knees knocking on that. That's been tight t-shirt. Okay.
Mhm. And
Okay.
if I hear anybody say it, I know they got it from here.
Now
Okay.
you
But
you can
Girl,
come
ownership is intellectual property
and
has
excuse.
already been
Let me
claimed.
say this too.
uh,
Excuse my French.
mm-hmm,
Excuse my French. This for everybody.
mm-hmm,
So you could come over here and start talking straight out your neck, and I'm gonna come crazy out the crack of my ass. You hear me? And it's
mm-hmm.
gonna be some wow. You hear me? Like I say, you gonna get your
Yep,
fat knees to knock it. Now you
that's
come over
right.
here
And TT, you taught
sideways
me
that you
how to
wanna, and
stand up
I'm
for
gonna come
myself.
clean out the crack of my ass. I'm a skull drag
Yeah,
right here.
Auntie told me how to, Andrea, Real Mamas. Auntie taught me how to stand up for myself on YouTube as a Christian, as a woman who loves God, as a
Mm-hmm.
woman who's a Christian, and she told me don't give up. And she got in my ass, and she didn't gave me virtual ass whoopings and
Mm-hmm.
said, getting off your square. Now you're getting too emotional. I love this woman. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what YouTube has been doing. I know a lot about the back system of YouTube. I've studied it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you said, "Dan, I know who Nicole is," they for whatever reason they unsubscribe. My channel's not visible to people. You can subscribe to it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you have to go over there and leave comments, like, and be active. If not, they're not going to give the luxury that they give to other people, the 90-day, the 6 months. They're going to.
Oh,
Okay.
they shadow banding you, Nicole.
Well, I still got that, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but I've been fighting. I'm actually going to start a membership, TT, and I would love for you to be over there. You still moderate on this channel.
Oh,
Over there.
okay.
But Auntie was around when I got hit so hard on YouTube to where I got a strike. And as soon as the strike got lifted, they hit me with two more strikes. And then I came over to this channel and I got a strike. So what happens is when you get a 90-day strike,
Uh-huh.
right? They got the ones where they'll give you a week and all that, and they'll let you go live or whatever. But back then, how long you been on here, Auntie?
For
Two
about
years,
about 3 years now.
on 3 years,
I'm in a minute.
right? Okay, so they will basically, if you get a strike, they will make your channel not visible. Okay, you can still be subscribed or whatever, but they suppress what they call is video suppression. Okay, now the things that I talk about are hardcore in the community. I don't do all that beef and all that stuff. I beef with the government. I beef with I beef with men that beat women and women that go against good men and child support and CPS. You know what I'm saying? I'm that mother freaker. Okay. And I'm on a story right now that is very powerful for our community. And I would love, Auntie, I ain't coming in to take over or nothing like that. I'm just telling you.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Attack, Auntie, right now, even heavier than I ever been before. But I ain't scared though. I'm an armor up, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So if Nicole disappears, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just make sure when I come back, y'all just resubscribe back because the
I think that's what's wrong with I think that's what's going on with Portal. Politics as usual.
Oh well, you know, who helped birth that channel, Auntie?
He ain't been live since Andrea. When the last time we was over there? Last month.
Yeah, I ain't see him in a minute.
Hold on.
He ain't been on.
But who helped birth that channel though? He's one of my babies. I'm the one that encouraged him to go live.
Well, child, it's something going on with his channel, you know, because
he's not. Tell him to reach out to me and see if I can help him.
I didn't reach out to him. I'm gonna try when I end a live. I'm gonna try to email him. See, I went over there and a couple of weeks ago and left him a message.
I'm sorry.
He's not left him a message, but he never messaged me back. Nor have he been live. So,
I know that I seen that he had a strike, but let me tell you this though, TT. Okay, Portal's channel was birthed on my channel. Okay, and that's facts. Auntie was there. He was like, I don't think I could do it. I said, no, you can. Auntie supported him. My moderators became his moderators. I didn't complain about it or nothing. After he got to his 1,000, he acted like he didn't know me, like he didn't know me. I was, whatever. I didn't care. I had to realize when you help people, whatever, it's not like I want him to every time he went live to give me credit or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. When I went to his channel, he acted like he didn't know me. Like, or my mean anything to him, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Right.
So I heard that he did get strikes. And you know what I'm saying? When people get strikes on YouTube in the African-American sector, they come to me to help them with the legal jargon, okay? Because we're going to tell the truth today. Auntie told me to never let nobody know that I got that kind of power. But if you get a strike, I know how to get rid of it.
Well, you know now, when you go to your monetization, like for me, I'm not monetized yet.
But we're going to get you monetized, Auntie.
But
yeah, I'm not monetized yet either.
I can help. I've gotten several people.
Me too. I kind of gave up on that.
Monetize. I know how to go over your channel. I know how to do system optimization and all of that.
Okay, well, Nicole, help real mamas get monetized.
We all gonna do this together. But y'all, I'm trying to tell you that
I can't do it by myself. It needs to be a team effort. But with the legal,
it have to be
tags and setting your stuff up, you just have to trust me that I'm not going to run off with your channel. I don't want control over it. You just need to trust my experience and let me tell you what you need to do. I'm not going to argue with you, whatever, I'm not. I just let me advise you, and either you take it or not.
What I'm trying to say, Nicole, is that have y'all noticed?
Not to you, ladies. I know y'all won't do me like that, but I'm just saying overall.
Yeah, you're just saying in general. Yeah, this is what I want y'all to do, real mamas and drill. Go over there to your channel. When you go to your channel, go to the left of your channel, go down and click on that monetization. When you click on that monetization, y'all, Nicole, what they have done now, they have added the strike. You talking about strikes? They've added that underneath the monetization.
I know that, TT. I'm aware.
They just did that.
I have to talk to you about something private. I can't say it. I'll be in violation of my contract. But
they just did that. So whenever you got music, and they doing this to the
unmonetized channels. Y'all listen to me.
Okay.
Real mamas, please, if y'all got music or you got a little music playing in your uploads or something like that, please put that disclaimer up, because
and I write disclaimer.
If they come and review your channel and see that you got music playing on a video, they can strike you.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I use a lot of music in my poetry and stuff. I really don't expect to.
I know a way around that, though. I know a way around that, but that's gonna come with my master class. This took trial and error. A lot of fight. I put my channel Nicole Reloaded at risk for my Black people, the YouTube community. That's the reason why I've been on here for so many years. I did leave for a very long time. Whatever. I helped supported other channels, and the channels that I have supported, these people are doing excellent. But I wanted to do it on my own, and it's okay. My gift. I had to realize, and Auntie told me, she was like, "You a teacher," you know what I'm saying? So I teach the people, and I enjoy that. It fulfills my soul. It's not that I want you to go around and say, Nicole did this, Nicole did that. It's not that. It's just when I go through something on YouTube, and Auntie was the one that pointed this out. She said, "Where's all these people that you help? Why ain't nobody giving you no respect?" Why? She didn't like that I was being disrespected in these streets. And Auntie came out and swung, you know what I'm saying, for me. She didn't even barely. How many subscribers did you have at that time, Auntie, when Tracy came?
It wasn't 1,000. It wasn't 1,000.
Who came for you? Who came for you?
Hell yeah. We've been through some shit.
Yeah, she Tree Dog did. Yeah, she came for.
She sure did.
I remember that. I was in the bushes watching all of it, and that's like when I first really started coming around.
I'm sorry, Andrea. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead, baby.
Who came for her? Who?
Tree Dog.
Mess. We're talking about facts. They came for my auntie, and they came for me, and me and auntie handled that, and I put the exclamation point on it, and we moved on. And then they didn't like the fact that me and auntie got close, and they try to break our shit up. These people are messy. And they're not just they're messy, like they get behind the scenes and they want to mess. No, bitch, Nicole Reloaded is the GOAT.
Yeah, you know how people like if you friendly, they want to be your friend, but they only want to be your friend because you're friendly, and they can't be friends with nobody else. Nobody else want to be their friend.
Right.
Those type of that she had those type of people around her, and I'm like. And they didn't want her to be friends with other people.
With anyone.
That's
weird. He said you in a gang and you don't even realize that you're in a gang.
Yeah, like they running like they were on. If I was up on the panel, they didn't want to come up on the panel. You know, it was just those people were strange. And so I told Nicole, I said, look here. Those people are not for you. Because why are they so invested in you and who you friends with? Who you friends with? You know, I know that as your friend, yeah, you could tell your friends certain things, but to try to make your friend not to be friends with them because they don't want to be friends with that particular person, then it's something wrong. You understand? It's literally
I would never take that from you.
Like, if my friend come to me and say, well, you know, I don't see it. That watch out. Then I'm gonna take that and be watching, just like my friends say, watch out.
But it wasn't that with me.
We still gonna be friends.
I was truly ostracized to where I was afraid. And I'm so glad, TT, for you, because I'm free now and I can edit the way I want to. I got companies that want to do business with me, and I'm a bad biscuit with butter. Okay, I've always been. I help build,
and that's one thing. I I don't like it when y'all don't walk in y'all give. Like y'all underestimate yourself. Like real mama
Yes.
got so many jewels
Thank
underneath
you.
her belt that
Yes.
is unbelievable. This
Yes.
young lady, I just have so much to give to so many people.
Yes.
And same way with Andrea. Andrea has so much to give to so many people. And I was just saying that you know why we're in the pandemic, so people is on YouTube, and a lot of times, a lot of people, a lot of our subscribers connect with us because they see something within us. They see the the positivity. They hear something that will make their day. So y'all have so much to give. This uh um website, this media, because it's global. This is a global
Tell them,
network.
people.
You understand me?
YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world.
Yes.
In the world.
Yes. And
And
y'all
they're about
have
to take
so
over
much.
Twitch. And they're
Yeah,
taking down channels, y'all. Y'all need to, like, I can help.
yeah, I
I
say that
can
all
help
the
y'all
time.
put
Like,
the legal stuff inside. I know how to word stuff. I can condition it. You know what I'm saying? Auntie, all of y'all, or whatever. I don't want no money or nothing. It ain't even about that. If you want to, donate, you can. It's not that. I need my sisters to be able to come on and be able to speak and share their
well, it's all love over here, and it's all my channel has always been about love and and doing the damn thing with women who are grown women like me, who not scared to get up and say, because see, I ain't scared of nobody. And I'm gonna
That's
get
why.
up and we're gonna talk about issues that affect our community.
Uh-huh. Right.
That's what the round table is about. The
Auntie.
round table that we host on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We get up
Auntie,
here
I
and we
love
talk
you for
about
keeping that stance,
issues
Auntie.
that affect our community. Our community. Okay. And I think all of y'all have gifts. And I just want y'all to really use your gift, your
Yep.
purpose. Like really, really use it.
Now, Nicole,
Because
I'm
you
interested.
have it.
Nicole, I'm interested in what you're talking about CPS because I'm a foster mom for 20 years. Okay, I deal with CPS, so I am interested in what you're talking about, baby. Okay, so
Well, I have a lady that I actually she got dealing, you know what I'm saying, part of YouTube. She ended up unfortunately getting doxxed. And somebody sent a message. Anyway, long story short, they actually CPS people be playing games way too much on there. Oh, whatever. This woman loves me to pieces. I'm not gonna say her name or whatever, but it actually is on my channel.
Okay.
What I used to do, let me tell you what I did, and Auntie got on me about this. This is something that I did. It was wrong, and it actually messed up my channel. It wasn't just the haters. When I went live back then, okay, I intentionally didn't put tags in, no description. So if I went live, I wanted people that if I felt if God meant for you to find it, you will find me, right?
Okay.
Okay. But what happened is because I didn't put in tags and because I talked about, I utilized celebrity news and I pulled that because that's a trending topic, right?
Yeah.
But in the middle, that's why I call my channel Live News. That I came up with that. I'm the one that brought the party line. Auntie was there.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
They
The 49.
They
Yeah.
put that in a book and said it was another lady. No, that was stolen from me. That was my idea. That was my idea. It was my shit. I've been on here with Sean Bradley did his call-ins. I just didn't have a conference line. I was so stupid at that time. I was giving out my phone number. Now, when I came across Auntie, she only had a few, I think maybe 2 or 3 people. And I told her, I just, something in my spirit said, tell this wise woman, you need help. I told her, I need help. My mama died. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she came in.
And that's how we really became friends. You
And she
know.
looked at my channel and everything. She said, my God, you are talented. Not only can you
Yeah.
edit, you know how to do music. I know how to do
Yeah.
it. I'm a triple threat, right?
Yeah.
Because of my affiliation with other people, I got attacked for that.
Okay.
You know, I'm known for my relationship. Everybody know who, you know what I'm saying? My sister is, you know what I'm saying? I got attacked for that. But before her, I got attacked actually by Sweet Ma. Okay. I'm the they called the private caller. They try to suppress it and all that other shit. I had been went viral. Okay. I called into the Armand Wiggins show. And basically gave some say a reading or whatever. My perception of what Tasha K. I'm the one that named Tasha K. a shock jock. Get into that.
Okay.
Yes, Nicole is very talented. Now I
I've
ain't
been
gonna
here,
take that from her.
girl. I've been here.
She got it, you know, but I used to always tell her concentrate on your channel. Like
And I didn't.
quit helping other people that don't really appreciate your help. Concentrate on building your channel.
Okay.
You can get it. You can get it, girl. You have it. But you got to concentrate on you and what everybody else, because everybody else, just like me, everybody surpassed me. But that's okay. That's okay. That haven't stopped me. That haven't stopped me. Like I should have been monetized.
But TT, but you have solid subscribers. I've always told you that.
Yeah.
And don't ever focus on the numbers, ladies. What I learned is to have a solid subscriber base. You can do more with a solid 1,000 than you can do with 100,000 of people that's encouraging you. Look at the example of Notivo.
Right. Okay. And that's the same thing I was telling Real Mamas and Andrea, you know, that the niche is you gonna have I described like what I told you last night, Andrea. They like YouTube, your subscribers are just like anybody else. They like leaves on the tree. You got some that's gonna come and give you shade because they want you to grow and they enjoy you. You and they're gonna be hooked to you no matter what. But then you got those that just gonna fall by the wayside and go on about their business. But that's not gonna stop you from growing. Because more what happens to a tree, it continue to bloom. It continue to prosper. Same way with Real Mama. Real Mamas I just told her, keep putting out that positive energy. People gonna love to hear that. You gonna watch people your views go up, even if they not up at 1,000 at 1K. That's okay. You keep putting out that what people love to hear, what your audience love to hear, and more people is gonna come. More people is gonna come. The only thing I don't like is that when people come look at your video, they will not hit that thumbs up. People think
they don't.
They hitting that thumbs up that they saying that they like the video. Well, yeah, you liking it, but it puts you in the algorithm.
Well, let me tell you why
we working against a computer.
Let me tell you what's going on with that. There's a lot of people that are watching our channels, your channel, and the ladies on the panel as well, that are watching on smart TVs and they don't know how. So I'm going to make a video, I'm going to make a video that will instruct smart TV users on how to go back and basically how to like a video. It's too much because they're using a remote control. Okay. And people have a Fire Stick. And what I did is I went in and I looked. I'm still learning. I don't know how to read the analytics fully yet. I'm still teaching myself because they keep updating. And once they update, the codes become different. Okay. But I am aware of this somewhat of what you call the standard, the base. So basically what they're doing is improving what the faults were prior. Okay. I'm talking about Google systems. So that's the reason why a lot of people had came to me in regards to, because I actually read the rules and regulations. They made fun of me saying that, oh, YouTube's not going to take channels down. I've already did videos about that. Shout out to my sister, Shelly S_. I did, YouTube rules. We did it for years. I stopped doing it because people didn't respect that. And when I stopped doing it, as you see, channels started falling by the wayside because they didn't do the necessary steps.
Yeah, they didn't listen to the rules.
Right. There are ways. I do know loopholes, but those had took me years and stuff. There's no offense. I ain't giving that up. That's gonna have to come with my master class. But the basics, I will show anyone. Okay. I will show.
Well, you gonna help come over to the round table, and maybe we could do it on the round table, or maybe we could do it one Saturday.
Whenever you want. I'll bust open my computer. I went through an experience, Auntie. I finally got me a new phone. That was a problem.
Okay. Because I called and left you a message on. Nicole still have a landline.
Oh Lord, AT. Oh, you called? Oh, shut up. But AT, remember what I gave out?
Nicole has a landline.
I gave a landline number out on Instagram. TT said,
"What?" I called her about 3 or 4 months ago, and I left a message. She still got an answer machine. I left a message about 3 or 4 months ago, child.
You better go to the light, okay?
AT, you can drag me. I ain't paid it. I don't, girl, too much. No, I am sorry, TT. But let me tell you what they will do, though. This is what I want to do. If you want to get your channel monetized, you have a desire to get your channel monetized. I would prefer to talk about that privately because I don't think people deserve to have this type of information for free. The white folks get paid for it. I'll tell you about it. We can do it behind the scenes.
Well, we can create a because you ain't got to be live to do.
Yes. And I'll walk you through. I can actually just go on your channel and see what you got on there. Some tools that I have. Not that I'll be in your business, but I know how to read through the analytics. I can put it in there and tell you, no, this is not what, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Now you don't have to open up the back end and let me know what you have
Real Mamas is doing real well with her poetry. And we do.
I do. Well, when I try to look at the analytics or whatever, from what I see, like my poetry just really started doing simple. I mean, most people's standards, they would say it's not doing too well because it's not getting over a certain amount of views.
Don't worry about the views, sis. Don't worry about that.
And I really don't like when I put it out. I just say how I feel, put it out. You like it, you don't. That's really how I just been going about it. But when it gets down to the scheme of things, when people talking about like how to properly classify it, whether you are people involved, whether you should do entertainment, I don't know about all that type of stuff.
Even though it's irritating, that is very important. That's why I'm telling you from experience. That's one of the reasons why when I got attacked, and you can ask Auntie, that the system. Because she was like, Auntie told me, she said, I don't know what's wrong with it, but she said, I know you're smart enough if you helped all these people with their channels. And she was there to see that I help people with their channels. I could get you monetized if you follow the instructions.
Yeah. The thing is that a lot of the music I use in my stuff.
It's just when we got monetized, they didn't know me no more.
Yeah, well,
but that's part of the game.
I tell you what we're gonna do.
Yes.
We're gonna have to set up one, not a live, but set up where we could be on StreamYards.
Yes.
And then we could just sit and have a conversation.
Yes.
And then you could tell us then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is that-
because
is
I
that
don't,
good
I don't
enough?
think this is years of I've been to, like, I know this sounds corny, but I've been to YouTube college, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I'm actually in the process of I'll talk to you all about that private. But when some shit go down, people, they come to me, and you'll be very, so you know what I'm saying, surprised. And I'm honored about that. But it's like, damn, that's why I would love to have y'all comments on my channel to tell me, is it, I'm doing too much on my editing, or is it? And most people tell me I don't never get anything from your channel. Nothing. Very
Who
seldom.
say that? Yeah, I don't say that. Hell, the only thing I told you is stop going live at 12 o'clock at night. Hell, I be only way I catch
But
you is I get up and go to the bathroom.
that was my slot. I was the late night person, and we would stay live. And girl, I got so much audio.
We
You'll
would
be
stay
surprised.
live till like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning,
More,
y'all.
sometimes
go
all
work
the way
next
until
Monday.
8 o'clock in the
Gotta get
morning.
kids.
I'm real far, like
All them people on there talking about how much they love me. I'm their favorite YouTube. Will you please help
Child,
me?
she had what? Wait a minute. The last time I was over there, child, it was big. Child, she had what? A bestiality. Ain't that what that
Oh,
was?
TT, you, oh shit. Yeah,
I
AT,
said,
and
what?
I got cussed out.
What the hell going
But
on up in
AT, but then I
here?
get cussed out. We were
The
talking about
wife?
boxing, and I got cussed out like it was my fault. Remember that, TT?
It was the husband. They YouTubers. Y'all, they YouTubers. These people YouTubers. It's a whole section of them, baby.
What?
It's a whole section of them.
They steal my titles. They steal my ideas.
And it was a husband and wife.
the dark side of YouTube.
Yeah, that's a dark side of YouTube, honey.
It was the husband and wife, baby. And Nicole, that live was lit because I'm
gonna repackage that. That live was lit, but I also got cussed out.
The husband was in the chat, and the wife was up on Nicole was interviewing the wife. They had a whole phone.
No, and the husband too, TT. I interviewed the husband, and then I did another live about
they was
transgender.
They threatened Nicole and everything, child. That I say, Lord have mercy.
But then one of our black sisters as a YouTuber came in and cussed me all the way out in the whole live, and I started crying. And Auntie got on me about that. She said, "You gotta stop crying and shit when you all."
I say, Nicole used to have some lives over there. I used to tell her, I say, I can't be up at you with you, child, with these clubhouse, with these past clubs.
Well, Auntie, that was in the morning. That live was in the morning.
She started going a little bit early. But when she had them bestiality people on there, Lord, child.
Oh my! Y'all need to go listen to that.
That scared me so bad, child. I was having nightmares. I was having sex with
having intimacy
in the wife.
What?
I'm for real. I'm not lying.
I know it's trust me.
I know
it's true. Let me tell you. Well, I ain't gonna say it on here, but something like that similar happened here in my hometown. Well, certain respected somebody of government around here, their wife got caught in an uncompromising position.
I bet. What type of dog was it?
And I'll just put it to you that way. And so, yes, I'm very aware that it does occur.
Was it a German Shepherd?
Uncompromised child. Not.
It was a pit.
I was gonna ask if that look, that's the thing. And then Auntie was like, yo, Chad already under attack. She was like, you can't take it down. I said, Auntie, I'm putting my foot on the gas. We gonna leave it up and see what happens.
Yeah, I
Because
told
I
leave
went
it
to
on up.
Google to see if there was other bestiality
There were
video.
people from some of them people I didn't even know who they was, child.
I didn't know who they were neither, TT.
That live was so many people was in there, child. I was trying to hold on. I was like this here, like this here, like this.
Yeah, Auntie was like, Auntie got
What the
this.
hell wrong with these?
Auntie said, I love you. She said, but I'm gonna beat you when I see people gonna think that you doing stuff with them dogs.
She had two. She interviewed them people and they
Yep.
the wife was up there telling her I say she need therapy. And she need to leave him. She wouldn't leave the man. The
And
man
then look,
up there
Auntie,
in the
when she
barn
did
with the
that, and
horses
then
and
she did
going
leave him.
on.
She did file a restraining order against him. That was on the second video. Auntie was like, I'm not messing with you. I have to recover. She said, I gotta pray.
Then the
She
man,
was like, she thought I
in
was
the
turning
jail.
like into a freak, but I said, Auntie, we gotta go with the flow. I didn't plan this. I changed the title and I named it Bestiality because we need to know what these people are doing.
Find these people at?
She was getting mad at
me. Over there on Instagram or Twitter one. They was over
yeah, they found from on Twitter. They found my link on Twitter. Yep.
I say, Lord, look what she got over here.
She said, "This, Titi, what you say?
This shit ain't right." And then they went to talking about the Bible.
And then the man, Titi, the man said that he was on his way to go to the barn. Remember, he said he was gonna go find him a horse. The man, no, it's really true. The man was really arrested, and
he had been arrested for that shit.
He was really doing it. For having intimacy with horses. He was a trainer of horses that run the track, and he intentionally would purchase horses. They have land and all kinds of stuff or whatever. But the name of the video at the beginning, Auntie, if you remember, it was called doxing or something, or doxing or something like that.
Somebody doxed them, didn't he?
Yeah, somebody doxed him, right? Yeah, the man that got doxed, and they were dragging him because he thought that he should have a right to be able to have intimacy with horses.
I said God made it that way.
Yes. He said because he had dominion, right, TT? Oh, we have dominion over animals. It was a great debate. It was sick, but it was a great debate. And then after that, then we talked about transgender, whatever. But that conversation, I went to YouTube streets, and what they did was flag the video. The video got suppressed, but they reworded it, and they took my whole commentary, and all of that was not planned or nothing.
So what?
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
These people crazy.
You can go on YouTube.
They on YouTube. They on YouTube, y'all.
That's
I'm for real. And the lady got a restraining order against the man or whatever. But Auntie was like, "You are not gonna follow this story. You can do what you can do." So I let it go.
They got children and drill.
Yeah.
CPS
the
was
babies
involved.
was screaming in the background.
Take them children.
Yep.
Because she wouldn't lead a man.
Yep.
Okay. He had been locked up.
Yeah, but he had got out. He was on probation, and she was like, Nicole, he's on his way to the stall now. He's on his way to the stall.
Yeah.
Like, it was real. It was real, girl.
Child, y'all, if that wasn't a crazy ass lie.
I had the best, besides Sean Bradley, I had the best call-ins with the most strangest shit anybody ever heard. But because I was smaller, people would take my content and make it seem like they created it. That's why I get offended about people stealing people's stuff.
I bet you they wouldn't take that content though.
What they did was they turned it into a transgender thing. And
I forgot about the transgender.
It went on to that too. Yeah. And I had actually the live, they flagged it down. I actually had 7, and I did not get credit. I had 7,000
I
people.
told Nicole, I said,
7,000
girl, where you
people
getting all
watching.
these widows from? Yeah, where you why you got all these widows over here?
I didn't know what, and she would ask me where these people coming from, and I would tell her I don't know who these people are. Because I would share it on my Instagram and my YouNow, even MySpace. I would like share it, you know, if I really took my time and share it. And sometimes you would just get these very strange people or unique people, and yeah, and I learned from it. Like there's all kinds of people. I didn't judge them as long as they didn't use profanity. Let's hear what they talking about. That don't mean I'm not gonna do nothing with no horse or no dog.
Yeah, boy, y'all. I say, Lord, this don't make no sense.
Auntie got mad at me. She didn't talk to me. She said that she had to go to her doctor. She had to pray. She said she had to bless her house. She told me I had to bless my house. She called me and said, "You ain't getting off the phone until you bless," because she didn't want. Even though I was getting the stuff, you have to realize, sisters, and I want you to understand this. When you are taking call-ins and you're doing about videos about people, whatever, like heavy content, I call that heavy content. You need to pray. You need a prayer partner, and you need to release all of that energy because it will affect you. And it's a scientific fact. If you're talking about a murder case or a rape case or whatever, because I was just talking, I said, TT, how we gonna know what these people be doing if we don't, you know what I'm saying? Listen. And she was like, but it's too sick. And I was like, if Auntie don't like it.
Yes, it was too sick at the minute for me because you're right.
Yeah, I mean, we do stories. I mean, we do stories on a round table. It don't be. I mean, we might.
We don't get that deep.
We don't get that deep because
but listen, Andrea, I didn't do that intentionally.
Okay.
Me and Auntie was on the phone.
Yeah, she ain't doing it intentionally.
I was
the lady
number and
lady actually came to
doxing.
Yeah, it was about doxing. And the lady, and because they were doxed, the lady came to
the man who called in first, TT. I think the man called in first, and then the husband, the wife came on.
Child, I can't remember because all that they were doing. And she was crying because CPS was finna take them children.
Yes, CPS.
It was a mess, girl. A holy mess.
Oh, so
no.
So you mean to tell me they finna take their children, but they ain't over there taking the junkie kids over there in Baltimore? I'm just saying. For real.
Oh Lord Jesus, man down. Child, be good. Be good. Be good.
I'm just saying.
Be good.
Well, yeah. Look here. CPS was bad on them. These reality people.
No,
you hear me? That lady was crying. That lady was crying. On Nicole Live, she was crying because CPS was coming to get them parents. And man would stop doing what he was doing. And he said,
I told him, I said, ma'am, you can't have him in your home with his, like I pulled up all his information and he told me to. And I found
it was people in the live say that they were gonna report him anyway.
Yeah.
They were gonna call the law on him anyhow.
And then what's his SP came in and said, "Oh Lord, we need to pray." Nicole, hang up. I said, "No, I'm not gonna hang up. I want to hear what they're talking about." So they was upset with me because I said, "No, we need to hear what they're talking about. It's kids involved in this. I know it's rough. I'm not into this kind of stuff, but we are going to listen to what's going on. And because I'm a mandated reporter, okay, I'm going to have to mandate this." And
we got another mandate reporter. We got another mandate reporter. Andrea already mandated.
Yes,
now
I am.
We all mandated reporters.
We all mandated, but sometimes I be like, "Ooh, shoot." That's why I said over there.
I'm mandated reporter. Chaka, whatever going down, I don't see, baby. She's sending it to me. You seen it? You seen it?
But
Yeah,
using
man.
CPS as a weapon
Honey.
because you don't like content is not right. CPS is not supposed to roll up. The only reason why that lady kids got separated from her is because she lived in Arizona. Certain states press the gas in regards to taking kids. That's the reason why I don't like people calling CPS on people. You're not there, and they will really take somebody's kids. Okay,
Yes,
they're not going to take Rita's kids. The people can stop regardless if you don't like it or not or whatever. This is what it is, and it's more hurtful to a child because just because we don't like it, maybe because I have a sister of mine that is very well in tune with that knows about the federal laws and because I was falsely accused, and let me tell y'all that. I don't know if y'all know that. I had CPS called on me, Auntie. Do I drop the number or you want me to not tell? 47 times.
How many?
47 times.
That about that baby daddy. That baby daddy crazy. Baby daddy.
That was my my ex-husband and my youngest child's father. Okay. And,
He just a damn nut.
and this has nothing to do with YouTube. I'm not ashamed, but this is the thing. Let me tell you something. When you call CPS on someone, right?
Yeah, I know the rules. I know the rules.
Right.
Yeah,
The more you call,
Andrea know.
the more you call, and they come out the account. If you know the legal jargon to utilize, all right, which is the Constitution what is it? 14 4 14 15, I believe. Okay. Under the Constitution, my child is my property. You have no right to come into my home to tell me what to do or what not to do. You can't tell me how to feed as long as the child is not harmed. Even if you don't like it, you might don't like that, as long as the 3 fingers when she stand up meets her sides, you might don't like her wearing blue. But the reason why I came on here with that is, and I'm not saying there's not shit that's going on to where it's warranted, but I'm going to hear from my experience. And I really did. I said it loud and proud in her chat in all capital letters. I'm adopted. My mother died. I don't know what to do. Will you be my mama? Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, TT. And she said, yes, I sure will, baby. I don't need to know you. I needed love.
I ain't had number about 2 or 3 people in the chat at the time.
As a grown woman. But listen, pain builds character. Okay. Let me
say it again, sister. Yes, it do.
You heard Chocolate say, amen. Oh, say amen, Chocolate. She said,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pain do build character.
But pain builds character. Now, my perception and your perception can be different, right? But it doesn't mean that the main entity, which was pain, that you didn't feel pain and I didn't feel pain. All of us can be in the same building, right? And something can happen, right, Andrea?
Yes.
And they can come through the front door and we sit in the same room. But because I have astigmatism in my both eye, and your back might be turned, they could come in shooting and everything. Both of our witness statements are going to be different. It doesn't change the fact that somebody kicked in the door and was shooting and that we survived. And me and you both seen who the shooter was. Amen.
Man.
See, this is the shit that goes on YouTube. They don't respect the fact that people have different perceptions. They see it from a different view.
Yeah.
People on the West Coast that get the video earlier or later. And I realized that looking at the analytics and so on and so forth, I respect people's perceptions. I actually reach out to psychologists, psychiatrists, rape center,
and I always say that.
My commentary. I take it down.
I always say that whenever you on YouTube and you have Andrea, I say this too all the time. that we all have to be transparent
Yes.
when we have, like, when we dealing with, like, such as me and you dealing with the round table. That's that's bullshit. To make it
I'm
good,
gonna have to catch up. Do you have a playlist?
to be good,
Excuse
to
me?
have a effective show with one another, you both have to be transparent.
Yes.
Although you might see things differently, but they still mean the same. You
Yep.
understand? So
Yep.
you have to be transparent. You have to be a good listener, and you have to allow. Me and Andrea was talking about vision.
Yeah.
If 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 I'm your friend and you're telling me about your vision, if I can't see what you see, then something ain't right with that. Because I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'm your true friend. And so in that, whatever vision you see, I ought to be able to understand. Okay, you all right, I'm going along with you, because I could kind of see that too.
Yep.
I got you. I'm with you. I see it too. You understand? That's what makes a bond in a friendship. You understand? That's how you understand people. That's how you get an understanding of different things. Even though I didn't like the live about it was about doxing, but it turned into bestiality. Even though I did not like it, I sat there and I learned, because I'm always, I tell you, if you're not progressing, you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not learning. You in progression, you have to learn, you have to move, you have to be able to see things and look at things in a different realm. You can't be, although we are judgmental, sometimes we have to back up and see that thing for what it really is.
But Auntie was still learning, and I told TT, I said, I need you to trust me. And she said, well, you need to do a check. You need to do a check, because she knew that my channel was hanging from thin now. You're gonna get a strike. You're gonna get a strike. And I said, okay, I'm gonna calm down. Let me go and look. And I did it. I did a search, and I said, TT, they talk about this. It's just ain't no black people talking about it. They can't take me down with this one. I got the legal jargon if they do. Nobody used any profanity or nothing like that. We were safe.
Yeah. So,
this lady was crying for real, true tea. It was weird. It was uncomfortable. But what I was
you need to come a little bit closer, Nicole. You sound so far off.
Yeah,
she's calls, Andrea. I take my mind somewhere else. Okay, because I'm trying. If we don't know about any of this, we need to know. We've taken our kids to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we watch by these type of people. We need to know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Support me in exposing them. I didn't go looking for them. They came for me.
Yeah.
That's what you got to realize. We did not start, but it was so, and I understand. It was disgusting. But the way, like she said, when she went back and listened to it, I maneuvered that shit as classy as it could be. I'm one of the best interviewers on here, but I get hated on due to.
Yeah. The interview was good. The interview with the I forgot all about the trans person. But yeah, it was so much going on on that live time. It was hard for me to keep up.
Bushes.
But that was a good live.
I gotta go because I'm gonna make some dinner for the kids. But
I'm gonna end this live because we've been on here almost damn near 4 hours. Y'all
so Nicole, check out Real Mamas. That's that bullshit. Check our playlist out, okay?
Yeah, we got to, and then y'all don't forget
computer and check out and look up, you know what I'm saying, your system optimization and stuff, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
Stuff like that, you know, whatever. And then, you know, so I can prepare when we have the live or whatever to give you instructions on how to get you monetized. We need to
Okay.
how much
Well,
watch you already have and so on and so forth. So
well, and we're gonna have to get together where we can sit up here and talk, and you can tell us all. But
well, you know,
we're gonna have to figure that out
so I didn't
because
know what's going on with you.
we're gonna have to figure that out because I'm retired. Y'all know I do it anytime. Me.
You know, and Wednesday is good for me.
My
You
co-host
when this live is over, okay?
over yonder, right here. My co-host right here. I gotta, you know, go along sometimes with her schedule because you know she got other things.
Wednesdays are good for me because I'm off on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are good for me.
Yeah, and then I'm talking about the live where we're not gonna be live, but we just
If I gotta just send y'all instructions,
tell us about what we need to know. And then my other good friend, Real Mama's Real Problem. You know, I gotta get with her.
Okay.
Y'all got children. Y'all got children. I ain't got no children. Well, I got children, but they're grown.
Okay.
You know, so you know what, you know, between y'all, we're gonna pick a time.
Okay.
Figure out a time.
Okay.
Where we can come, and then Nicole, you could tell us.
Okay.
Well,
I love you, Purple.
I need to talk to
you too, baby.
Okay. About something. Can you call me as soon as you in this? I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, bye, Nicole.
On your landline.
All right, no, I love you, ladies, and also too, we're gonna figure out how to. There's a discount code that I'm in the process of dealing with StreamYard, so we can get our StreamYards reduced. Okay.
Okay. All right, baby. I love y'all. Love you, Real Mama. Real Mama had to go check on
Auntie, I'm for real. Call me for real.
I am. I'm gonna call you on your landline, girl. Your landline.
Oh, well, shut up, Auntie. On your landline. Wait, TT, you gonna have to. I'm gonna take that record. I'm gonna come and say, wait, Auntie, so I can record it. Say it again.
Your landline. I'm gonna call you on your landline. Your landline. I'm gonna call you on your landline. You the only one that got a landline.
No, shut up.
I love y'all. I love each and every last one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Rosa, my mom. Thank you, Fuga Mama. I love you, baby, because you getting ready to go live in a few minutes. Fuga Mama getting ready to go live, y'all. She finna get ready to do her little stretching thing. I don't want to miss it because I've been missing it because I've been in other people's lives. So I'll be over there with you, Fuga Mama. And y'all don't forget about Fuga Mama. Fuga Mama do a silent read. If you just drop in, give her a like, and sit there for a little while, y'all, let's work together and work with one another, okay? Nicole, I love you, baby. You know I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna call you on your landline.
I am done with you.
I'm gonna call you on that landline. All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm always glad that we have a little time to spend together. And as always, y'all stay blessed and not stressed. And you know, I'm always sending you my love because I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all be blessed. Y'all know what I ain't do? I ain't play my intro. So I'm gonna play it on my way out.